Antonio's Sports Center.
The Lakers rallied in the fourth quarter before surviving a frantic final second for their fifth consecutive victory, 118-116 over the Spurs. Wemby had 19 points and 8 rebounds before fouling out with 1:39 to play. Tonight on Thursday Night Football, the Las Vegas Raiders travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. You can catch the game right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star starting at 6:30 with the pregame. I'm Vic Brown with 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center brought to you by Centergenics. Book your appointment at fixmylow.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. How we doing? It's the Morning Huddle. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm your old pal, AJ. Here to my left, the co-host I can always count on.
There he is.
Mr. Rob. Oh, that's not Rob.
No,
Who is that, Vic?
that's Kitty.
Oh, no. Rob's gone. What?
I forgot Rob wasn't going to be here.
Kitty, where is Rob today? Oh, I don't know either. Do you think Rob is perhaps addicted to drugs? Okay, I guess that is a possibility. Is it possible that he got into a horrific car crash? Oh, that would be very terrible. You're right. Is it possible that Rob's in prison? Okay.
Okay, well, sound like a no, but
Okay. Well, are you just gonna hang out and do the show all day today? Okay. All right. Well, good. Good to hear. Good to hear. So Kitty Big Balls will be my co-host today, it appears. No Rob Thompson. But Victor Brown is here. Good morning, Victor. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. It's a
Good.
Thursday. It's almost time. We get football tonight, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've got an issue at my house.
Oh, yeah. So what happened? I was going to go to your house with my BB gun.
Yeah. So
Daisy.
I have I guess 2 weeks ago I got my trees trimmed, and I have big live oak trees, and they got knocked down significantly. So a lot, like, my house looks totally different. You know, there's you can see the sky. It's crazy. Well, apparently there was some displacement for squirrels when this happened. And one of those squirrels has decided that he wants to move into my attic.
Man.
And I don't want that squirrel to live in my attic.
Was it making noise? Is that what caught your attention?
Yes. So my son, it woke him up. It's above his room. And he's like, man, something's going on.
Did you tell him it was haunted?
Well, I said, I don't know, dude. At first I was like, he's like, can you check the attic and see if there's something in there? So I go up to the attic, climb the ladder, and I shine the flashlight around. There's nothing in there. And I say, dude, I think you're hearing things. And then the next day he sends me a video of
the noise?
Of the noise. He's like videoing his ceiling, and you can hear like, oh, there's definitely something in there. I said, okay. So I called the pest control place to get a quote.
Okay, I was surprised on that quote. Did you tell him there was only one squirrel, not like 20 squirrels?
Yes, this guy is fully aware of the situation. Now, and I understand there is something to be said because he's going to put up the stuff to prevent it from happening again.
Okay.
Like, so obviously the squirrel, there's got to be a place where the squirrel was able to get in. And so he said, well, I'll make sure I patch that up, and we'll make sure that the squirrel can't get back in here. Well, he's like, well, I'll send you the quote over here in an hour or two. So I get the quote, and he's like, I added in a veteran discount. And
That was the veteran discount?
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What?
And it's right around $2,400 to get rid of a squirrel. $2,400. Now.
Oh my God! I couldn't believe. I thought you were joking.
No, that is not a joke, friend. Not a joke. So I'm going to be looking for a couple more quotes. And I may be wrong. Maybe it's just the going rate for squirrel removal.
I
That
don't
seems,
think so.
if it is, I can assure you I will be quitting this job and opening a squirrel removal
I was
business.
gonna say, let's do that.
Because that's where the money's at. That's where the money's at. So, yeah, I don't know. Again, I don't know what it should cost, but
I'm assuming like a couple hundred, maybe 3 at the most. 3 would be high to remove a squirrel. Like catch it, right? Like put a trap and capture it and come back later
this
or
is
actively catch it.
they humanely remove the squirrel, which I don't think they understand. I don't really care. Like, I don't care if this squirrel dies. I don't have any feelings about this thing other than I'm pissed off now that he's probably going to cost me $2,400. So, no, I don't care if he dies. That's not on my watch. It's not my problem. Now, there is the other thing, because my wife was there when he was like showing her, where all the spots are that
He got
that
in?
he could get in, and he said, "Yeah, well, what we'll do is we'll put up caulking and like mesh, and we'll make sure that it can't get back in." My wife was like, "Well, I mean, I guess we could get the caulk and mesh, and
We'll do that.
yeah."
So was he going to leave a trap? Is that what he was going to do? Like leave a small little trap for him to,
I think so. I think they were gonna
lay out a series of traps?
I think they were gonna put something on the exits, like the exit points, so wherever he came out, he would like get stuck in this bag.
Oh, okay.
But
Man.
I don't know. But
I told you, just give me you get my Daisy BB gun.
I
and
know.
Take them out.
Well,
Or don't you have a ghillie suit? Can't you wear that in the attic? Wait for him to show up.
if my cat was worth a damn, that cat would go up there and handle business.
Oh yeah, well, so Blueberry's not a hunter,
No,
right?
she's lazy, very lazy. She used to be like when we lived in Houston. She would like if she saw a squirrel, she would stand at the window and make like this
Okay.
noise.
Okay.
And it was like, whoa, what the hell?
And none of your dogs, right? Your dogs, well, they'll go crazy.
My dog is the one dog that would get the squirrel is too big to put in the attic because I don't have like flooring in my attic. It's only just beams and insulation.
It'll fall through.
Yeah, I don't want that, and I don't want anything to happen to my sweet baby. Get him. My wife's dog is useless, and the cat would, like I said, back in Houston, it would go. It would like yell at the squirrels, and we would let it outside, and then the cat would chase the squirrel. And one time they were up on the branch of the tree outside my house.
Okay.
And it was a face-off, and
it was one of those.
Yeah, Blueberry was making the crazy noise, and the squirrel was like all like trying to get
making their scary noise or whatever it is.
So then Blueberry jumps at the cat or jumps at the squirrel, catches the squirrel. They both fall out of the tree and hit the ground. The squirrel is like stunned. And it's like it almost like kind of like it's playing possum.
Funny.
So it's laying on its back and its arms are up in the air.
Yeah.
And Blueberry just starts smacking it. And I was like, oh man, this is awesome.
Get him.
And then she grabs that squirrel and ran away with it. And then I was like, well, I don't know what happened. But I mean, I guess she killed the squirrel, I suppose, or at least kicked its ass.
Yeah.
And
a squirrel. This over a squirrel.
Dude, the next day on my front porch, I opened the door, and what's there? A squirrel tail. Just the tail.
Oh,
She
no.
brought it as a gift.
Here
and
you
said,
go.
Look at what I've done.
Yeah,
Look at what I've done for you.
Saved you over $2,000.
I know.
Thanks,
I
kitty.
know.
Now here's a 45-cent can of food.
Why? Why can't she do that anymore? She's old and fat and lazy now is the
And
problem.
won't do it. Oh, my dogs go crazy when the squirrels are in the backyard, so they don't even come by my house.
So yeah, I don't know what the solution's going to be. $2,400 seems exorbitant. Like it would.
No, it's probably because of where you live. He's thinking that's like $100 to you.
That's twice as much as it cost me to trim the trees. And those dudes who trim my trees,
Yeah.
It was about 12 hours of work. Like
For
they're
like
hauling everything off
For like $800, right? Or something.
It's like a just under $1,100.
Okay. For 12 hours of
Yeah.
heavy lifting. And
Heavy lifting, man. They were put in work. And you know what? I didn't mind paying those guys. Didn't mind it. It was well worth it. But this guy, like, you're getting rid of a squirrel, bro.
Yeah,
and not to diminish the job. I mean,
not a rabid animal. Not a coyote. Not something that's vicious that will risk you or risk getting bit.
Not a kangaroo who could maybe whoop your ass. No, it's a squirrel.
A cow.
Yeah.
Something huge. No, it's something very small. I don't know.
Well,
did you get quotes from someone else already? Or no?
I sent in I got online and I found one of the guys. It's like, type in your information and we'll text you about coming out and making a quote. So we'll see. No new quote yet, but obviously I have to take care of it pretty soon. I don't want this thing to just like
no, start chewing your wires, man,
Yeah,
and
I
then
don't
making
want
a
that.
nest, and you having baby squirrels, and it's a huge mess.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just maybe the move is just to take one of these dumpster cats from outside here,
Oh, and just leave it in the attic.
put it in the attic,
Yeah.
and
and wait.
yeah,
Play the waiting.
let it
game.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and tell
Two
your son
go
like
in, one comes out.
No, 2 men enter, 1 man leave.
That's right. That's right. So I don't know. It does seem like a crazy amount of money. So I've got to, but I do have to figure something out. I don't know. Maybe, I hope I don't have to just eat the $2,400. That would suck.
You could buy a trap for like $50.
I know.
You know,
I
something like
know.
that. Just leave it up there. Put some nuts in there.
Some nuts, like planters, like peanuts,
acorns. I don't
Yeah.
know. No,
All right.
pecans.
Yeah.
Pecans.
But yeah, I'll figure something out this week. But that's not the number I was hoping to see. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get you a good."
What were you
discount."
thinking? Like, what were you thinking when?
I honestly, I thought it would probably cost about $1,000.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought that.
I don't know. And $1,000 would have felt like a lot, but I would have been like, all right, you know, I guess that's.
Plus, it would patch up everything that's open, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And it would save me from having to go. Like, I don't like to climb on the ladder.
Oh yeah.
I have one of those ladders that's like.
Is it flimsy?
It's like a big mega ladder that extends and it's like a million feet tall.
Oh, okay.
But like I know for sure one day I'm gonna plummet to my death off of that ladder. Like it's almost a lock, and I don't want that to happen, especially while Rob is out. Like I mean,
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
It would just be me and Edwin.
What a show that would be. Edwin's not here today, so it'd just be you.
Oh, it'd just be me.
It would just be you.
Yep.
So, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to figure something out. I'm putting out some feelers for the pest control folks here in San Antonio. It's going to be a bidding war. It's just going to have to be who can come up with the best deal is what it's going to end up being. Mm-hmm. And what was it yesterday? I guess on the Blitz. Because I put it in our group chat that I needed this.
Oh yeah, did Minix bring it up?
Yeah, a listener called and said he used to do pest control. Now he just does it as a side business, and he gave me his phone number. I haven't called him yet.
Oh yeah.
But do you want people working on your house who do things as a side business, or like do you want to do it? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Depends
know.
on his price. I don't know. Money talks.
Maybe so. All right, we've got some sports to talk about today. Los Spurs were back in action last night, and we got a photo finish, not the photo that we wanted,
Right.
as the finish, as the Spurs fall in spectacular fashion to the LA Lakers. The Austin Reeves-less, LeBron James-less Lakers get the job done. We'll talk about that. It's week 10 of the NFL. That starts tonight.
Nice.
Pretty stoked about that. And, plenty more to get into. So we'll do that all. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ and the Cat on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your early morning commute, we do have a couple of trouble spots. Let's start with the stall on the north side at I-10 Frontage Road, westbound Vance Jackson. It's blocking the left turn only lane. Again, this is on the frontage road. Main lanes are getting by. And then a closure with a police investigation. Early this morning, a very serious accident, or actually late last night. So it is a accident investigation now. I-10 eastbound still closed between FM 1516 and 1604. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's honors verified military members, veterans, and their spouses this Veterans Day and every day with 10% off eligible purchases with no annual limit. Thank you for your bravery and service. Verify today at Lowe's.com/military. 10% discount can't be combined with another offer. Exclusion terms and conditions apply.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
Ozzy, good morning. So, Ozzy, when Sharon pulled you to the side and said, you're too good for this band, you need to go on your own.
But Sharon didn't know that I'd already been fired. How do you do too much drugs to be in Black Sabbath?
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This college football season, the Crunch Time Hero of the Week is brought to you by PorkRinds.com, the nation's premier hub for pork rind lovers everywhere. Each week, a college player will post on Instagram, and each share over a 2-week period equals a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, which helps families who are dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Giving back with the perfect snack to celebrate those big Crunch Time plays. Find your rind at PorkRinds.com or find Southern Recipe pork rinds at HEB.
For a limited time, get a free K5 reverse osmosis drinking water system when you purchase a Connecticut water softener. Clean, great tasting water at your kitchen sink. Hurry before they're gone.
Call 656-PURE Connecticut.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI agent can be set up in minutes to answer calls and questions 24/7, so you never miss a customer lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
From a fender bender to a total loss, Davis Law Firm has a team of expert attorneys ready to get you back on the road with the verdict or settlement you deserve. Y hablamos español. Want more? Call the Fours. Davis Law Firm San Antonio, 444-4444.
We know exactly what you're not thinking about right now. Wiper blades. But now that you are, take a moment to think about how Rain-X is the #1 brand of wiper blades in America. Why? Because Rain-X thinks about wiper blades all the time. We obsess, so you don't have to. Simply install our blades and then think about literally anything else. So choose Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blades, and then go back to not thinking about wiper blades. Rain-X. Outsmart the elements.
The NBA is off to a great start, so are the Silver and Black. Jason Minix here from the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, and watching them makes it a lot more exciting when you're playing on Underdog. Fast breaks, buzzer beaters, block parties, the best place to get in on all the action, make your picks, and win money right now in Texas is on Underdog. I love playing the pick'em game. It's easy. You go higher or lower on player stats, points, rebounds, steals, and more. With Wemby, blocks need to always be in your business. What about Steph Castle? What about Dylan Harper? Get your picks right. You can win up to 5,000 times your cash. Download the Underdog app today. Use promo code STAR to score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code STAR at Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Hey now. Good morning, everybody. No Rob today here on the Morning Huddle, so we'll be off the rails a little bit. And then when I say off the rails, I mean Rob won't be here to trick me into doing cocaine.
Is that what happened last night?
Yeah, so I'm off of that. I'm off.
Good.
Not doing that. So
yeah, he tricked you pretty good.
He always tricks me with that move. Yes. Lakers 118, Spurs 116 last night. A little drama at the end where a couple late mistakes by the Lakers let the Spurs have a chance to win it, or at least tie it. They did not take advantage of that. Luka, 35 points, 9 boards, 13 assists in the game. Like I said, there was no LeBron James, obviously, but also there was no Austin Reeves last night for the Lakers. He was a game-time decision, and at game time they decided, no, we're not going to use him. So basically, the starters played damn near all night for the Lakers. Every starter for the Lakers played at least 33 minutes. Luka played 42 minutes. Wow. I mean, they were doing everything they could to keep Bronny James off the floor, basically, is what it boils down to. And this was an example of what the Spurs will look like sometimes when they don't have a point guard. And again, I like Steph Castle's game. I'm not trying to take away from Steph Castle. I wanted the Spurs to draft him. He was my choice for them to draft. He should not be running the point on this team. He's not a point guard. He's not an NBA point guard in my mind. And last night, 6 turnovers was one of those nights. As he had 6, Wemby had 5. Wemby also fouled out late in the game, so in those final moments was not on the floor, which was I think another
very crucial.
That was pretty big. And it was another one of those nights where the ball security ends up costing him in the long run. And De'Aaron Fox can't get here soon enough. It's like, all right, bro, we've been talking about you. It's time. Let's get this party started. And quite frankly, there's a couple. We did see Kelly Olynyk last night. Short bursts. It didn't do anything spectacular, but he looked okay. waiting on Fox, though, and Harper's going to be out for the foreseeable future. So, a tough loss on the road by a shorthanded Spurs team to a shorthanded Lakers team. Again, it's one regular season game. It's not the end of the world. They'll be right back swinging at it tomorrow at home against the Rockets. Get a chance to get back out there in a hurry and kind of start to figure things out after two, especially for Wemby, two subpar performances in a row. And it's possible that this is what Wemby sees from now on. We saw it a lot last night from the Lakers. There is going to be a lot of double teaming Wemby, a lot of doing everything they can to make somebody else beat them. The Suns did it. The Lakers did it. And they did not let him get deep into the paint. And if that's going to happen, you're going to see I think you're going to see Wemby start to take some bad shots. It's going to look more like last year's Wemby, which is what I want to avoid desperately, where Wemby thinks he's a three-point shooter. I don't want that Wemby to come back. I want Wemby to the guy who can just reach up and drop the ball in the basket. I want that Wemby. But they are doing a really good job of doubling, and as soon as he'd catch the ball, there was a double. And they were just ready to rotate, and the Spurs still haven't quite adjusted. And Mitch last night, I don't know if we had the sound from Mitch, was saying that they've got to get him in better spots. They've got to get the ball to him in better spots. But I don't know. I mean, at some point, if teams are saying, "Hey, we're not letting Wemby beat us," somebody else has to. And right now, nobody else is really stepping up and saying, "Hey, this game is going to be my game." So a couple of things that the Spurs have to get figured out. Who's going to, because this, quite frankly, this is a kick in the teeth type loss, because they were dominating this game. They were up double digits in the third, fourth quarter, and let it slip away. You can't lose these types of games, especially to other teams that you're going to be competing for a playoff spot with. And it was just a matter of, I don't think anybody, certainly there was no one efficient last night. There was some guys who put up some points, but nobody was really efficient. None of the other starters were efficient. Certainly Devin was not efficient. Steph was not efficient. And Champagny was not efficient. All of them had volume scored, but they were all missing a bunch of shots. Harrison Barnes was good, although he limited his volume. He was again, he is the best three-point shooter on this team, probably, at least of the guys who gets regular minutes. And he's the one guy who I'm like, when he shoots a three, I'm like, oh, good. He's the one guy I feel comfortable shooting threes. But yeah, somebody's got to step up on these days where Wemby is just not Superman. And we've gotten so used to Wemby being Superman and not needing anybody else to do anything. It's not feasible to expect it every night. So the last couple games, he's been held in check, and the Spurs have lost games for it. So we'll see how Mitch adjusts, and if he can adjust. I assume he can. But they do get a tough Rockets team coming in here tomorrow night. All right, let's hit a break. I'm going to try and stay on clock today. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your early morning commute, we do have a couple of trouble spots. Let's start with the stall on the north side at I-10 Frontage Road, westbound Vance Jackson. It's blocking the left turn only lane. Again, this is on the frontage road. Main lanes are getting by. And then a closure with a police investigation. Early this morning, a very serious accident, or actually late last night. So it is a accident investigation now. I-10 eastbound still closed between FM 1516 and 1604. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Have an easy holiday only at Staples. Save on custom cards and custom wrapping paper. Great gifts, plus shipping supplies and services to get your packages there safely. Don't miss out on the latest laptops up to 45% off. Staples, that was easy.
At Frost, we go above and beyond with our services, like getting to know our customers by name, offering 24/7 real human phone support, and always keeping a supply of treats for our four-legged friends. You know, the little things. Like when a customer was out of town before a hurricane and their Frost banker drove all the way to Corpus Christi to tie their boat down. We couldn't make that up if we tried. Frost. Exactly what you unexpected.
250 years ago, a promise was made to connect families and friends near and far. And during the holidays, that promise is more important than ever. That's why USPS is building a better network to meet your needs with timely deliveries, easy and affordable ways to ship, and everything you need to make your season full of holiday cheer. Our purpose is delivering your peace of mind, knowing your love will arrive, bringing joy to all. The United States Postal Service. Learn more at usps.com/holidays.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. $5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code PIPE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PIPE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code PIPE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Progressive knows there are some surprisingly expensive things in life, like fences. A house with a big yard and a white picket fence was always the dream. But then you saw the price to install a fence and you're wondering if the color is driving the price up. Nobody ever dreams of a beige or a gray picket fence, right? So maybe those fences are cheaper. But no, they're not. Then you remember that switching your home and auto to Progressive could save you hundreds and make all your dreams of a fence come true. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have Leaf Filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/deal for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with AutoPay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 in monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Charlie's battery is struggling to start. Not ideal before the tailgate, so he goes to AutoZone,
Welcome to AutoZone.
where a friendly AutoZoner tests his battery for free. Looks like he needs a new one, so he gets a Duralast battery.
Have fun and stay warm.
And he makes it to the tailgate early enough to get his favorite spot. Free battery testing and charging. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
The Gomez Law Firm is San Antonio's leader in personal injury law, and we have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here with us to share more.
Number one priority is to let the people know that we are a law firm that's been part of this community for 50 years. Mr. Gomez, he's been a practicing attorney here since 1973. He's born and raised here in San Antonio, done nothing but help out personal injury victims. It's very important that we get that out to the San Antonio community because a lot of these attorneys like to come in here and act like they're from here, but they're all out-of-towners. They don't know what goes on here. If you've been injured, if you've been involved in an accident, you've been involved in a car wreck, call the Gomez Law Firm. We've been around for almost 50 years. And we're not going anywhere.
If you or your family have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, you need to visit joegomezlaw.com. Call the Gomez Law Firm at 736-4040.
And remember, Gomez Law fights.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, we will react to that game in Los Angeles last night, Spurs and Lakers.
Plus, we've got football on tonight, shorts, Raiders, Broncos, but what about the UTSA Roadrunners play in South Florida?
That's going to be a dandy. Can UTSA pull off a miracle?
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix, and you're listening to the home of the Texas Rangers, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Could you whisper in my ear the things you want to feel? I want to wake up where you are. Tell them. I won't say anything at all. So why don't you slide? Yeah, we're gonna let it slide.
Good old Google Dolls.
Oh, Goo Goo. Put your arm around me. Anthony says, AJ, put your man pants on. Get up in the attic and handle that squirrel.
It's a squirrel.
I know. It's
not a skunk.
I mean.
Yeah, if it was a skunk, I'm not going near it, but.
That is the thing.
Will a squirrel attack you?
I'm not. Listen, I'm not scared of a squirrel. I don't know. I am.
Imagine that phone call like, AJ got attacked by a squirrel. He's not coming in. He's at the ER.
But here's what I do know. I know, all right, so we're talking about $2,400 to get rid of the squirrel. I have to measure that against what it would cost if my legs both fell through the ceiling and they're kicking around and I'm,
Oh, yeah, okay.
When I break through the ceiling, that's got to be more than $2,400, right?
Yeah. You don't have a popcorn ceiling, right?
No, I don't have a popcorn ceiling. No.
Yeah, that's just drywall and paint.
Okay, so maybe it's worth it.
Yeah, it's not too much.
Okay.
You can use that long ladder you have.
No, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I've already decided I'm not paying $2,400. So I'm going to figure something out. Either I'm going to do it myself or I'm going to find a lot of it is I don't like I don't like doing stuff like that. I don't like working on my house because I always feel like I'm going to do a mediocre job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then it's like, your house is your biggest investment. I would rather leave it to the professionals to do it.
I understand that.
And I'm the same way with cars. Like, if it's changing a tire or whatever,
changing out the battery, you can do that.
Yeah, but any kind of like major car repair, I'm not doing it myself.
Yeah, change the serpentine belt.
Dude, no.
Yeah,
all I'll do is mess it up worse.
Swap out the starter.
Yeah. I ain't swapping out a starter on a car. You crazy?
I don't know. It came natural to me when I was doing it. I don't know why, but
listen, I used to do that stuff. I used to do my own brakes, things like that.
Yeah.
But then you realize, first of all, how much time it takes you. And then secondly, like the idea that I'm going to do something wrong. And cars, I think cars are just, they're harder to work on now than they used to be.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But like, I'm not a house repair guy. I'm not Bob Vila. I mean.
Tim the Tool Man.
Yeah, I'm not that guy. But
I get it. Yeah, there's some things I'll let the mechanic do, but there's little things I can handle.
But well, I do know that a squirrel he's gonna do more than $2,400 worth of damage long term if I don't get up there and get it taken care of. So, I hate squirrels. I've always hated squirrels. They're the worst.
I'm telling you, tell your wife that you got the squirrel, but put it in the Christmas tree.
No,
let it live there.
If I get it, I'm gonna kill it. I'm not humanely removing this thing. I'll kill it.
And are you sure it's only one?
No.
It could be
there could be multiple.
Hey, they have family, you know.
Yeah, and that's it. The other thing I worry about is what if I lock it all up and
there's a squirrel trapped in there,
and he's inside the house.
How do you know the babies aren't in there? They're little tiny, tiny thing. Yeah, see.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll see, man. We'll see what I can do. It's got to go though. He's got to go. I got to get his ass out of there. So I'm not a cheapskate, but $2,400 is outsane. It's out of control. That's insane.
Nah, I think 500 would be the max, to be honest.
500 feels 500. I mean, I guess, but they're also like making it where they can't get in again, which is good. But But I also think I could probably do that. I don't know about putting mesh up. I'm not much of a mesh guy, but I can caulk with the best of them.
Yeah.
You know, one of those guns.
You're a caulker?
Yeah. Caulker. They call me the caulk master.
I know, I was going to say.
The caulk master.
C-A-U-L-C-K, right? Is that how you spell it?
I don't know. I don't know how to spell it.
Caulk.
Okay, college boy.
Yeah.
All right. The Spurs lose. They weren't the only ones. There are no undefeated teams left in the NBA after last night as the Thunder, feel the Thunder, they go down as well, and also kind of a wild finish, two wild finishes in the NBA last night. Portland 121, OKC 119. So the Thunder fall to 8-1. Portland now 5-3, which is crazy. But the Thunder were not much the Thunder. That was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and a bunch of dudes. There was no Lou Dort, no Alex Caruso, no Jalen Williams, and no Chet Holmgren. So the Thunder were shorthanded, to say the least. Got off to a big start and just kind of faded, and Portland was able to get a 2-point win over the Thunder. So now we're everybody's lost. There will be no 82-0 teams this year. And I guess some people might have said, well, I knew that wasn't going to happen, but you never know. You never know until you know. And now we know the Thunder will not go 82-0. Not sure what they said it was rest for Caruso. I'm not sure what's going on. And, I mean, obviously, they've been without Jalen Williams, but I don't know what's going on with Chet. But they certainly can't put that much of a weight on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and expect him to hold up for any amount of time. He did score 35 points last night, played 38 minutes. Again, not ideal for the long term. Their bench was just pretty depleted last night. So that was amongst the other action. We saw the Warriors blow a lead as well, 116-121 to talk about shorthanded Sacramento, who did not have Sabonis, and who else did they not? There was somebody else they didn't have that they needed and didn't matter. So the Warriors lose. Boston, though, does get right. The Knicks got right, and Brooklyn beat Indiana. Indiana must really stink. That's bad. You can't lose to a team like that. Brooklyn's terrible. All right, let's take a break. We'll wrap up hour number 1 on the other side. We got a lot of football to discuss in hour number 2. It is the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Oh, yeah. That's what I meant to say with Blue Star Tequila. Oh, that's right. Maybe that's what I need to that'll give me the liquid courage to get up there and kill the squirrel. Little Blue Star Tequila action. Yeah, Blue Star Tequila. If you've not tried it, I don't know what you're waiting for. I'm a tequila guy. I love tequila. I like to drink tequila neat. I'm a fan of the flavor of tequila, and Blue Star, they've got a good flavored tequila. The Añejo particularly is what I really love. Won double gold in the New York Spirits competition, also won best in class there. And what best in class at the New York Spirits competition means, every booze that was in their contest, every tequila in the whole building was on a table, and the judges said, Blue Star Tequila, that's the best one. That's with $900 bottles on the table next to it, and Blue Star, the least expensive bottle in the competition, and they won best in class. That tells you a lot about it right there. 100% additive free. There's no flavoring, no sweetener, no coloring. This is just the tequila. Let the agave do the talking. And speaking of the agave, it's night harvested, the world's first and only 100% night harvested agave, which means it's harvested while the agave is resting. I didn't think that was a big deal. Like when they first told me that, like, yeah, we harvest our agave at night. I was like, okay, cool. But apparently the plant is in a different state at night when it's not getting beat down by the hot sun. And I can't argue with the results. Who can argue with these results? The tequila is delicious. You can find it at Specs, Costco, Alamo City Liquor, and Total Wine. If you haven't tried it, what are you waiting for? That's Blue Star Tequila.
San Antonio Sports Stars 50K Pro Football Pick'em giveaway is back. Head to SASportsStar.com and pick the winners of each pro football game every week to earn points for each correct pick. Highest points each week wins a $25 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Highest points overall scores $1,000 worth of tickets from A Awesome Tickets. Pick the winning ticket of every regular season game. Win the grand prize, $50,000. This is an Audience National contest across multiple markets. The 50K Pro Football Giveaway. Register and win at SASportsStar.com.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
I walked in front of the Zoom cam.
Your kids were in class?
I was in my underwear.
Oh, jeez.
And I walked across the back of the screen, and my wife had a panic attack.
There have been videos of moms naked walking behind the kids. And the teachers are like, hello, Mrs. Smith.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
George Gets Justice. You've heard the national lawyer ads. Same story, different name. But when you've been through something traumatic in San Antonio, you need a local team who fights for real results. That's why so many get George at George Salinas Injury Lawyers. George is from here, listens to people, and fights to help them get their maximum compensation. Call 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George Gets Justice. GetGeorge.com. Principal Office, San Antonio.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI agent can be set up in minutes to answer calls and questions 24/7, so you never miss a customer lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Macy's one-day sale is the perfect time to get a jump on holiday shopping because you'll find incredible deals on great gifts like Style & Co. sweaters for $19.99, active styles for the family 30 to 50% off, and diamond studs for $2.99. That's over half off. Plus, it's Star Money bonus days when Star Rewards members can earn Star Money faster. Not a member yet? Join for free and start earning $10 in Star Money for every $100 you spend at Macy's one-day sale tomorrow. Savings off select styles. Exclusions apply.
Progressive knows there are some surprisingly expensive things in life, like fences. A house with a big yard and a white picket fence was always the dream. But then you saw the price to install a fence and you're wondering if the color is driving the price up. Nobody ever dreams of a beige or a gray picket fence, right? So maybe those fences are cheaper. But no, they're not. Then you remember that switching your home and auto to Progressive could save you hundreds and make all your dreams of a fence come true. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Dun, dun, dun. You're trying to get me in trouble today, aren't you?
No. Hey, you know what? Have this in your headphones when you're hunting for that squirrel.
Oh, yeah.
Come here.
Our boss, who isn't crazy about me singing on the air, but has kind of accepted that it's just something that happens.
I know you can't really control it.
He told me, please stop making guitar sounds, though. So he doesn't want me to go, yeah,
but we all do that.
I know. That's what everybody does. He's like, no, I hate that. All right, Morning Huddle 94.1, San Antonio Sports Star. We'll talk more about the Spurs a little bit later on in the show. Disappointing, certainly, to have that loss. And not that they lost. That wasn't as disappointing. Like, I mean, I kind of thought that they would lose last night. At least
they weren't blown out.
No, they certainly weren't blown out.
Yeah.
But the thing that made it sting was they were in control of that game. And anytime you've got a game like that, especially on the road, you're controlling the game and you let it slip away. That's a bit of a kick in the balls, and that's what happened last night. The Spurs were, they dominated the out of the second, like after halftime when they came out in the second half, they dominated early, and in the fourth quarter just faded. And it was, again, an off night for Wemby. Got to give them credit. They did a good job of double teaming and rotating on Wemby and making sure that somebody else had to beat him, and nobody else did. And them's the break sometimes. The Lakers didn't play great necessarily. They played okay. But again, at the end of the day, though, turnovers are a killer for the Spurs. 19 turnovers. They lose the turnover battle of the Lakers. Again, a Lakers team that was without Austin Reeves. This should have been it felt like it should have been a win. Not that I thought it was going to be a loss, but as I watched the first three quarters of that game, it felt like a game they were going to win and a game that just slipped away. So those are tough, but that's the business, I guess. The Rockets, who the Spurs will see on Friday, which is tomorrow, beat the snot out of the Grizzlies last night. And Rob and I talked about this. I can't imagine wanting to back the Grizzlies right now. They just seem like a team without a direction. Their best player clearly doesn't like being there. And if he doesn't want to be there, what's the rest of the team looking like? I don't know. But they got smoked last night at home by the Rockets. Ja Morant, 17 points on 6 of 19 shooting. He had 6 turnovers too. And the Rockets just had their way, particularly Amin Thompson, who's turning one of the best young players in the league. That's a guy that they're going to have their hands full with, the Spurs are, on Friday, as well as Şengün, who, if this I don't think Wemby is going to be a guy who's in foul trouble regularly, but Şengün is going to do his best to get him there. And this Rockets team is hot, man. They're on a 5-game win streak. after starting out the season 0-2, hadn't lost since, and should be a good one tomorrow night here in San Antonio. All right, football on the other side. Week 10, it's upon us. Isn't that exciting, Kitty? I know. Kicks off tonight with the matchup we've all been waiting for. Not really, but we'll talk about that and all the games coming up this weekend. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
6 for 6, and the Aggies have the lead.
Your home for Aggies football. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. Life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Aleve can help you deal with pain less throughout your day. With just one pill, Aleve lasts up to 12 hours. Don't let those aches and pains hold you back from doing what's important to you. Use as directed.
Hi, everybody. It's Joe Reinigle. You know, summer is behind us, so now is the time to get your roof inspected and be ready for whatever winter has in store for us. Call Stevens Roofing and Solar at 210-785-0994. They're a local, family-owned company. You know, the folks at Stevens Roofing deal with the same weather we do. Your roof protects your home. It protects your family. For comfort, confidence, and peace of mind, get your roof buttoned up for winter. Call Stevens Roofing and Solar, 210-785-0994. Or go to stevensroofing.net.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy plates, where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost $6. Go to your happy plates every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. Available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
Is your everyday congestion preventing you from enjoying life's big moments? Try Vicks Sinex Saline today and get yourself back in the action. Vicks Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion with a gentle ultrafine mist. Sinex Saline's drug-free, no-mess formula instantly moisturizes and soothes dry, irritated nasal passages for quick and effective relief. Get back to enjoying life's big moments to the fullest without having to worry about everyday congestion holding you back. Just Sinex, breathe, use as directed.
Football season is in full swing. Jason Minix here from the Blitz on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. It's November. Games matter, and you know they all matter when you're playing on Underdog, and it's certainly more exciting. And playing on Underdog is easy. Best place to get in on all the action. Make your picks and win money right now in Texas. Just go higher or lower on predicted stats. Passing yards, receiving yards. With Dak and a CeeDee Lamb at George Pickens, I'm always looking at the highers there. You can even go with some defensive stats like sacks for a Micah Parsons. Get your picks right. You can win up to 5,000 times your cash. Download the Underdog app today. Sign up with promo code STAR to score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. Promo code STAR at Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hi, I got hurt in a wreck, but I don't know if it's really worth getting an attorney.
Don't worry, you called the right place.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7, and you don't pay unless we win. We recently secured a jury verdict for $210 million in a wrongful death case. So if you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Kohl's Black Friday deals are dropping early. You can save up to 50% throughout the store all weekend. Yep, call it what you want. Manifestation, luck, fate. The point is, it's happening. Plus, you'll earn $15 Kohl's cash for every $50 spent on Friday. Shop early Black Friday deals at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. And thank the universe later. Select styles up to 50% off, valid November 7th through 9th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinigle here for the Golf Club of Texas. I absolutely love the Golf Club of Texas. They've made so many improvements to the golf course, from brand new cart paths to resodding the greens and fairways. You might think it's a private club, but it's not. It's open to the public 7 days a week. Best rates are always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, you know where it is, right there off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. Also that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We do have an accident on I-10 eastbound at Ralph Fair in the Leon Springs area. Left lane blocked. It's got you slow from Fair Oaks. 35 upper level northbound I-10 to McCullough. That's some ongoing road work. 2 right lanes are blocked. 37 northbound, that off-ramp to southbound 35. Road work blocking the exit ramp. And that wreck at Wurzbach at West Avenue just cleared. Now, if you guys see something we're not talking about, give us a call on the traffic tip line so we can check it out. 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
The Lakers rallied in the fourth quarter before surviving a frantic final second for their 5th consecutive victory, 118-116 over the Spurs. Wemby had 19 points and 8 rebounds before fouling out with 1:39 to play. Tonight on Thursday Night Football, the Las Vegas Raiders travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. You can catch the game right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star starting at 6:30 with the pregame. I'm Vic Brown with 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
7:01 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. No Rob Thompson today. Dealing with a serious case of hemorrhoids this morning.
Yeah. Poor Rob.
Oh, aggressive.
Oh, man.
Aggressive.
I feel for him.
One of them even has like a hook. So,
it's like a foot.
Oh.
Oh, he's got hook butt.
Poor guy. He'll be back tomorrow, though, hopefully. I think they're going to pop and drain and just...
Oh, we got that pillow for him, too. Where's it at?
Dude,
it's in the other room.
Yeah. I got a hemorrhoid when I was like in my 20s.
Really?
Yeah, I've never had one since.
I've never had them.
Oh my God, it was like debilitating.
Really?
Oh, it's horrible.
I don't want to know what it feels like.
Oh,
sorry.
Man. That's why I have a bidet now, and I use wet wipes only. I'm dry toilet paper. I'm very, very protective of my
You're very protective.
of my region now.
Yeah.
You gotta.
That's funny.
You gotta protect what you got. You gotta cherish it. Cherish it. The NFL's Week 10 gets underway tonight. This is now I've told Rob this a lot. Rob likes this team more than I do. I don't think the Broncos are very good. I think that the Broncos have been overhyped because they've had a couple of these good performances against really bad defenses. They put up a bunch of points on the Bengals, and they put up a bunch of points on the Cowboys. Two dreadful, dreadful defenses. And then they almost lost to the Jets. They almost lost to Davis Mills last week and the Texans. And I'm starting to think now that at least what I saw early in that game, before C.J. Stroud went out of the game, and once C.J. Stroud was out, then, what's Davis Mills going to do? I don't think the Broncos' defense is going to be as great as it was. Patrick Surtain makes a big difference to that defense. I think they're going to miss him. That said, the Raiders are in about as poor of a spot situationally as you could imagine. The Raiders are are playing on a short week after playing a full overtime game last week. So basically, in that overtime, their defense was on the field almost the entirety of it. Almost the entire overtime, their defense was out there. They lose that game. Now you've got to pack your bags and travel to Denver on a short week after playing an exhausting overtime game and losing, mind you. I would love to find a way to back the Raiders here. I can't, though. They're catching 9 points. Because I talked about the Broncos, Bo Nix has only been able to put up points against the worst defenses he's faced. Well, the Raiders are in that conversation. So Bo Nix may be able to put up some points. Last year, the two Denver Raiders games, neither one of them was close. They were both double-digit wins. The one in Denver was a 16-point blowout by the Broncos. Now, mind you, that was Gardner Minshew and who started the other game? Oh, Gardner Minshew started both those games. But quite frankly, Geno Smith hasn't been a whole lot better than Gardner Minshew. I think you also take into account that the Raiders were deadline sellers, and I can't imagine that the Raiders locker room is good vibes right now. Pete Carroll, I think Pete Carroll has the longest streak ever of winning at least 7 games in a season, and that's not going to happen this year. The Raiders are ass, and there's no pulling out of it. The Jacksonville, you got to win that game. Jacksonville stinks. The Trevor Lawrence, awful. But this Raiders team, there just doesn't. It feels like there's Brock Bowers and nothing else. Ashton Genty, who's had like one good game all year. I mean, it's not like it's his fault. He's playing behind a bad offensive line. He's got a quarterback who no one is scared to throw the ball, or no one is scared of throwing the ball. But we did see Brock Bowers a little bit unlocked in this game. Maybe that's something they could do. But again, Denver's defense, even if it's not elite without Surtain, is still going to be solid. It's going to be a full stay away game for me. I mean, it's not a game that I'm thrilled to just watch. I am going to watch, but normally it's a game I'd like to have some action on. I just can't recommend any because there's too many variables going here. Again, if you put a gun to my head and said you've got to make a play on this thing, I guess it would be the over. Mostly just because, like I said, we've seen Bo Nix have some success against bad defenses, and the Broncos defense I don't think is as good as it was when they had Surtain. That said, there are much better games coming up this weekend on Sunday, including a couple games that I think are better than people believe they will be. For one, I think the Seahawks-Cardinal game is a sneaky good game. I've talked a lot about the Cardinals. They lose. They're not a good team. They're 3-5. But every time they lose, it's by 3 or 4 points. They've not been blown out in a game yet. And they've played good teams. San Francisco, Seattle, Packers, Colts. They're not getting blown out in these games. They're actually pretty decent. And I think that Jacoby Brissett, quite frankly, I'm not seeing much of a drop-off from Kyler Murray to Jacoby Brissett. The ceiling is about the ceiling. It's probably, I guess the ceiling is probably a little lower, but the floor is certainly at least equal as it is with Kyler Murray. The Seahawks are in the discussion, I think, for best team in the league. They played this game once already. They played in Arizona. It was a 23-20 win for Seattle, and it was one of the tougher games the Seahawks have played. Defensively, the Cardinals did a great job. Jackson Smith and Jigba had 81 yards in that game, but he had, I think, none in the first half. I don't think he had a catch in the first half. Did a great job holding him down. And without Kyler Murray giving the ball away a couple times, which he did in that game, Cardinals could have won. So that's a game that I'm interested in seeing. The other game that I'm really into this weekend is the Rams 49ers game. I guess I'm just into the NFC West this weekend because the 49ers historically dominate the Rams. Sean McVay is Mike Shanahan's biatch. Pretty much every single year, you can write it down, the 49ers are going to own the Rams. But the 49ers defense right now is decimated to a point where they're in the discussion with the Dallas Cowboys. 49ers defense is Cowboys-Bengals level bad right now. And the Rams offense is clicking, to put it politely. The Rams might put up 60 points here. Now, I'm not saying the Rams won't give up 61 because that just seems to be the way things go with this series. But I don't see how this 49ers defense can make any stops against this Rams offense. They announced yesterday Puka Nacua is going to play. He's dealing with a rib injury, but apparently it's not bad enough that he's going to have to miss any time. And as long as Stafford, Nacua, and Kyron Williams are on the field, Devontae Adams, they've just got so many weapons. I don't think there's any answer for San Francisco here. So against my better judgment, which I am normally an auto better on 49ers Rams. And in this series, historically, the underdog is the team to bet from a spread standpoint. I just can't do it with this 49ers team. They've been, I don't want to say, I can't call them lucky because obviously they've had extreme injury bad luck, but I think they're lucky to be where they are from a record standpoint. They've gotten to play against some bad quarterbacks. They've had, and quite frankly, haven't seen anything close to what they're going to see in this game. So give me the Rams, but I think that's going to be one of the more fun games to watch this weekend. The Dallas Cowboys, who have the weekend off to lick their wound, and I guess to get Quinnen Williams up to speed, and the defense is now fixed, so they're just preparing for life as a dominant defense. Yeah, right. And then the Texans-Jags. The Jags 1.5-point road favorites at the Texans. The assumption is that Davis Mills is going to start. C.J. Stroud, I know, is not going to play. He's concussed. Davis Mills looks like he will get the start, and Davis Mills is terrible. But so are the freaking Jags. After for a team that's 5-3, I've seen enough of the Jags in the last couple weeks to know this is not a very good team. And the fact that they were in at the end of overtime and it was like a failed 2-point conversion is all they beat the Raiders by. This Jacksonville team has fallen apart. And Trevor Lawrence, who was off to a decent start to the season, he's fallen off the map from a statistical standpoint. They're on the road and favored. I don't know that I like that. Jacksonville did beat the Texans earlier this season. What a matchup it was. 204 passing yards for CJ, 222 for Trevor Lawrence. Just an offensive explosion. What a game it was. What a game. 17-10. My guess is we get something like that again. It's going to be a low-scoring, ugly game. This is a Houston defense that is still elite against a Jags offense that is not clicking at all, doesn't really have any weapons. Traded for Jacoby Myers. Who cares? He stinks. He was struggling to get on the field for the Raiders, and now he's the only weapon there. That's no good. And the offense for the Texans, you can pretty much expect nothing out of them in my mind with Davis Mills at the helm. You can't really expect much out of him with C.J. Stroud running it, much less Davis Mills. All right, we'll talk more NFL. We'll talk some college football as well. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Dallas Cowboys fans, come on down! It's AJ and Rob from the Morning Huddle.
And you could be the next contestant on
The Stat Is Right.
Every week leading up to the week of the Cowboys home game, AJ and Rob toss out a Cowboys player and a stat from the upcoming home game. Passing yards, rushing yards, number of times Dak adjusts his wristband mid-play, or perhaps CeeDee Lamb mouthguard chews per quarter. whatever. All you have to do is predict that stat, get the closest, and bam! You're headed to Jerry World with a pair of tickets to the next Cowboys home game. Think of it like The Price is Right, but instead of winning a blender, you get to scream, "How about them Cowboys?" inside AT&T Stadium. So study up, Cowboy Nation, and listen to the Morning Huddle to play. The Stat is Right. Only on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Makita's built for the pros who show up early, who don't do shortcuts, only precise cuts. With tools built to last, job after job, year after year. Performance that pays off. Because when the job calls for the best, you answer. And when you need the best, you call on Makita. Built to be the best. Available at the Home Depot.
Hey, do you smell that? Do you sense it? That's right. The holidays are in the air, and if you love tailgates, good food, and hanging with a furry MVP, I want you to listen up right now. We're kicking off holidays over at the Blue Bonnet Bunk and Biscuit in Selma. Wednesday, November the 19th, I'm inviting you to come out and hang with AJ and me. We're going to have a party all day long. From 9 to 6, though, I want you to come out and see what we're doing at the annual holiday kickoff. We're going to have food, we're going to have vendors, music, giveaways, and fun for the whole family, including your babies. So bring your pets, bring your dogs out there to get a little sniff, a little look-see at what could be their home away from home, their pet resort that is Blue Bonnet Bunk and Biscuit. It's the perfect time. They're your local pros for boarding, for grooming, for training, for all the daycare or the long-term care that you're looking for. They keep your pets happy, healthy, and cared for as much as you do all year long. So don't worry about those vacays. Don't worry about those little weekend getaways, because your babies, they're going to be taken care of like you were taken care of. So come meet the team, the tour the facility, see the season's greetings going on at Blue Bonnet Bunk and Biscuit. Again, that's Wednesday, November the 19th, 9 to 6. Come out and see us, and let's kick off the holidays the right way and make it a win for you and your family's furry friend.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. If you're tired of pain slowing you down from a recent injury or something that's been nagging you for years, we can help. At Arasti, we've earned the trust of over 8,000 physicians by delivering fast, lasting pain relief without painkillers or surgery. Our hands-on approach targets the root cause of pain, and most patients see results in just one visit. No referral needed, and it's covered by most insurance plans. So don't wait. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You know, I make decisions every day, but the easiest ones I've been making for the last several weeks are Dak Prescott. The more Dak is riding the wave, and I've been with him on Prize Picks, and being right can get you paid, especially when you're doing it on the weekly. Prize Picks has everything you need to have some fun on all your favorite games. If you like winning, you like to know what you're doing, Prize Picks is your answer, because you can do the research and you can go out and win, and it's so simple to play. Just pick more or less on at least 2 players, and you can get up to 2,000x on your money if you pick right. Now, they offer stacks is what I love, and you can pick the same player in up to 3 different venues and play them in the same lineup, and you can only find this at Prize Picks. That's why I go there every day. You want to know another reason? Alamo. Remember the code Alamo, and you get $50 in lineups if you play your first $5 lineup. That's Alamo. You get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 in lineups. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Pork rinds are the crunch time hero of the snack aisle. Low carb, collagen packed, and high in protein, so you can keep the energy high without the guilt. The porkrinds.com Instagram will make a crunch time donation with each share of the Crunch Time Hero college football post, with each share equaling a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to helping families dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Share on Instagram today and grab yourself a bag of Southern Recipe pork rinds at HEB.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI agent can be set up in minutes to answer calls and questions 24/7, so you never miss a customer lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Dallas Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer goes one-on-one and has some fun with the Morning Huddles, AJ and Rob, Friday mornings.
Brian Schottenheimer, good morning, Coach.
Hey, what's up, guys? I got to say, it was a weird transition for me to come on to the show and hear a bunch of moaning, and then I heard moaning and manning and all these things. It was really kind of weird. Edwin didn't prepare me for that.
Moaning? Coach, tell him. Can you tell the audience you've got no interest in drafting Arch Manning in the upcoming draft?
Brian Schottenheimer's unfiltered look at the Cowboys' upcoming game. Friday mornings, presented by AA Best Bail Bonds on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
I can do it. Put your into it. You can do it. Put your back into it. I can do it. Put your hand to it. Put your to it. Oh. You hear me banging down these back streets, Vic?
Yeah.
Tick, tick, boom. AJ and Kitty and Vic, no Rob. No Rob.
Yeah.
Womp, womp. He's probably asleep.
Think so?
I bet he is.
Yeah, I don't think he took a nap.
How cool would that be?
I don't think he took a nap yesterday, so he's probably asleep.
Oh, why wouldn't he take a nap yesterday?
Oh, I don't know. You know him.
Oh, I bet
he's
he did.
unpredictable.
I bet he did. But I bet he slept. I bet he sleeps till like 9 o'clock today.
Lucky.
That's what I'd do if I had my if I had the day off.
Yeah, I slept till I overslept till 7 a.m. That to me that's sleeping late.
Oh man,
my schedule's so used to the show. So
yeah, not
up
mine.
At 3, yeah.
Well, that's also because you don't drink alcohol.
No.
Me, if I've got a night off, I just get wrecked the night before. And
okay.
You know, I just
and you just
I pass out until the next day, and sometime around noon, I stumble out. You know, oh man, I really need to get my life together. Hey, the ratings are in for the World Series, and they were shockingly good. Shockingly good. Now, a lot of people will be like, oh, they don't want this team, they don't want this team. Mostly what the television networks want is Game 7. If you get a Game 7, chances are good the ratings will be good. And Fox got not only did they get a really good World Series, but they also got a Game 7. And they had 2 massive markets involved, which certainly helps. Okay. And it ends up being the most highly viewed World Series in years. Game 7 finished with a final viewership average of 27.3 million viewers. That was across Fox, Fox Deportes, and Fox Sports Streaming. The most watched World Series game, since Game 7 in 2017 between the Astros and the Dodgers, which was 29.1 million. The peak of the viewership was 33.1 million viewers. The entire World Series averaged 15.7 million. Best viewership for a World Series since 2017. That was Astros-Dodgers. They were 18.9 on average. This year's World Series, this is how you know. It's up 2% over last year's 5-game Dodgers-Yankees series. So you had Dodgers-Yankees a year ago, the 2 biggest brands in baseball. This tops it. The top 5 markets based on household ratings: Los Angeles, San Diego, Seattle, St. Louis, and Milwaukee. I'm not sure why St. Louis and Milwaukee were so interested in the games, but they were. And Game 7 was the largest Saturday live sports audience, excluding NFL and Olympics, since 1996. So it beat every college football game. That's a big deal. Beat NBA Finals games, whatever. Anything you've seen on a Saturday that wasn't the NFL or the Olympics, this game beat it. In Canada, Game 7 averaged 11 million viewers, the most watched English language broadcast on record in Canada outside the 2010 Winter Olympics, which were held in Vancouver. The average audience peaked at 14 million viewers. So when you combine the U.S. audience and the Canadian audience, I mean, we're talking about 39 million people, which is a wild number for a sport that a lot of people say is dying. The entire World Series on English-speaking Canadian television averaged 7.5 million viewers. 23 million Canadians tuned in at some point. 41 million people live in Canada. So almost over half of their population at some point was like, yeah, let's check out this World Series. In Japan, Game 6, by the way, in Japan, the World Series had a 9 a.m. local start time. Game 6 averaged 13.1 million viewers, making it the most watched World Series game on a single network in Japan ever. And Game 7 averaged 12 million. I'm not sure why they were more into Game 6 than Game 7. But the combined North American audience for Game 7 was 38.2 million viewers. And then you add in the 12 from Japan. So between North America and Japan,
that is
50 million viewers.
That is unreal
For Major League Baseball. So baseball not quite dead, at least as long as there's a 7-game series to be had.
Yeah.
The ratings were, 7. You might say,
very good.
Very good. Very good.
Yep.
So baseball. Fox is certainly happy. Baseball's got to be thrilled with it. The number that really shook me the most was the most watched Saturday sporting event outside the NFL or Olympics since 1996. So Game 7 got more views than college football games, which is
pre-internet.
like Michigan, Ohio State, Texas, Oklahoma. Nope, none of those. Game 7. Yeah. Pretty wild. Vic, you and I were talking about cards. And you have a buddy who has like a
he's into Pokemon cards.
He's into Pokemon.
Yeah.
Pokemon. Is it Pokemon or Pokemon?
Pokemon.
Okay. And what's his card? What's he got?
He has a PSA 8 first edition 99 Charizard.
Okay.
And I think I want to say he did pay me. He paid like $2,000 back like 10 years ago for it.
So he paid $2,000 for that Pokemon card.
Yeah.
And
PSA 8.
And what's it worth now? Now, was it graded an 8 when he bought it?
Yeah, it was graded already.
Okay.
At 8, and I think he took payment because he's a mechanic. I think he took that as payment, and it was worth that much.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk briefly.
What's it worth now?
I don't know. I was going to look it up right now. Or did you look it up?
No, I have an app that I can look it up.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say look it up real quick.
But
PSA 8. Yeah.
A trading card that the Dodgers gave away on July 3rd. They had a thing called One Piece Night on July 3rd, and it's designed to be part of the trading card game, which I guess there's a live action series called One Piece. I don't know. But the card features Monkey Luffy in a Dodgers jersey with a Dodgers hat on top of his straw hat.
I saw that scrolling on TikTok one time.
So you know about this One Piece thing?
Yeah, vaguely. Yeah.
Okay.
I saw it pop up.
The team gave away 40,000 straw hats to ticket holders, and they gave away a handful of cards. The card has been graded more than 7,000 times by PSA. 6,000 of those have gotten a PSA 10, which they're currently selling for about $2,000. If you want a An ungraded one, they sell for about $1,000.
Okay.
Now, PSA is kind of the standard. That's the most popular one.
Okay.
But there's also a Beckett grading service. And PSA tins are rare. Beckett tins are
extremely rare,
almost impossible to get.
Yeah.
Because they give out 9.5s. It has to be perfect.
Beckett is more hard on grading than PSA.
And if it is perfect, they call it pristine. You get a tin, and it comes with a black label. Well, one guy sent his card to Beckett and got a BGS 10 of the Monkey Duffy card.
How much is that?
Well, it's sold on Sunday for $15,000. What? $15,000. Now, what's crazy is Beckett's gotten 1,500 of those Dodgers one-piece cards.
Okay.
50 of them got the black label status. And someone says this is the most important one-piece card ever printed. Despite not being the most powerful or rarest card in the game, but due to its cultural significance. He said people inside Dodger Stadium were offering hundreds of dollars on the spot to fellow attendees as soon as they received the card, immediately recognizing its value. Earlier in the year, One Piece partnered with a German soccer club called Borussia Dortmund to produce a similar card, and a BGS 10 black label of that sold for $5,100. The record for any One Piece card, I've never even heard of this One Piece. Elm says it's anime. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And Coog says I'm saying it wrong, which I mean, okay.
Yeah. Pokemon.
I don't know. But the record sale for a One Piece card, a textured Kaido graded BGS 10 pristine black label, sold for $111,000.
What?
Yes.
Come on.
How crazy is that?
Man.
This was, and now we're talking about $15,000 cards for a giveaway. A giveaway at Dodger Stadium. They turned around and sold it for $15,000.
How many cards were there?
I think there were 10,000.
Okay.
First 10,000 people in the stadium got one of those cards.
One of those cards.
Dude, how wild is that? I should have been at that Dodgers game.
I think the TikTok I saw was the people actually getting them as they were walking in and they were opening it and saying like, "Look, we got these," and that was it. I didn't know that they were going to be worth that much.
Oh. I would have taken a flight to L.A. if I would have known that.
It would have paid for everything.
So, Monkey D. Luffy. I hope I'm saying that right. One of you nerds can tell me.
Yeah. No, that's right. Luffy?
That's what I think it
Rhymes
is.
with Huffy?
Yeah. But the card is like him holding a ball. Actually, he's holding a ball and a bat.
And it's a swirly arm, right?
Yeah, his arm is looping around like a water hose. And that thing's worth $15,000.
Oh, here I found an ungraded one for $700.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, Vic, this could be like us scratching scratchers.
Oh,
if we buy it for $700, we could go get it graded, and if it's a 10,
we're there, man.
Oh, yeah.
I can afford Thanksgiving.
How great would that be?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Here's another one for $2,300.
Oh, Paul says Luffy. That's what they're saying.
Luffy.
Luffy. Oh. I thought it was Luffy. So it's Monkey Luffy.
Monkey D. Luffy.
Oh, my bad. Nerds.
Yeah, I'm not into
nerds.
Dork. Not into anime.
John says it's Pokemon, like poking letter E, and then kind of like come on, but the mon, come on, Pokemon.
That's what I said, right?
Pokemon. I've heard that tune, Pokemon. But then some of the nerdy people be like, it's Pokemon. Pokemon.
Oh.
So I don't know.
Get out of here.
But everybody's correcting me. It is Luffy. So now I know. Monkey D. Luffy.
Dork.
And Casey says One Piece is really good. I don't like I don't like cartoons except for King of the Hill and The Simpsons. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I never got into anime, ever.
I know. Coog says he's just trying to keep everyone from sounding like a boomer. I appreciate it. Maybe I am a boomer. I don't know what one. I didn't know until today when I saw that story. I had no idea what One Piece was, and I got kids, so your kids aren't into One Piece. Don't you have a kid who's like a real nerd? Don't you have a kid who's into anime and stuff?
No, not.
He's just into Star Wars and stuff like that.
Yeah, just Star Wars,
stuff.
Xbox, but nothing else. My daughter's not even remotely into any of that. So
no, and your grandkids are too young to care about that stuff. What is that song you just played?
Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh.
That's how when I see a card convention, this is just what plays in my head every time walking around.
Paul said,
how about that PSA 8? Like, get out of here.
Paul said he's going to tell his 11-year-old that I called him a dork. He's a blue belt, Well, I'll kick that blue belt's ass.
I was going to say, yeah, you're an MMA, so let's see who better.
Hey, my Monkey D. Luffy style defeats your Tiger style.
Yeah. Oh, crane technique.
There you go. All right, let's take a break, Vic.
Yeah.
It's what an exhausting show it is without Rob here to kick around. When we come back, though, I'm going to give away some tickets. I know that I don't know if they're going to be giving away One Piece cards at the Boys Like Girls show, but if they are, you're going to want one. I can tell you that much. We've got tickets to the Boys Like Girls show. I've got some Fandango codes to go see Predator. We've got more giveaways today, and plenty more sport to talk, including what UTSA did last night. Oh, boy. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We do have an accident, I-10 eastbound at Ralph Fair that's taking up a left lane. A little bit of stop and go from Fair Oaks. We've got ongoing road work downtown at 35 northbound between I-10 on over to McCullough. We've got 2 right lanes that are blocked, so expect some stop and go. Almost a 30-minute ride, 1604 westbound I-10 as you make your way on over to 281. And then on 281 southbound 1604 to Wurzbach Parkway, a 5-minute ride. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by King's Hawaiian Sliders.
Eli Manning here. There's nothing like football and King's Hawaiian Sliders. There's something about those soft, fluffy, irresistible King's Hawaiian Sliders that make them a winner on game day. Pick some up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your grocery store. King's Hawaiian. There's nothing like it.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Progressive knows there are some surprisingly expensive things in life, like fences. A house with a big yard and a white picket fence was always the dream. But then you saw the price to install a fence and you're wondering if the color is driving the price up. Nobody ever dreams of a beige or a gray picket fence, right? So maybe those fences are cheaper. But no, they're not. Then you remember that switching your home and auto to Progressive could save you hundreds and make all your dreams of a fence come true. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states.
At Frost, we believe in going the extra mile, like opening more locations to be a part of more communities. Overdraft grace, which means no fee if you overdraw your Frost Personal or Frost Plus account by $100 or less. And the little things like cookies, coffee, or that time when there was a fire at a Fort Worth daycare and Frost bankers entertained 26 kids with snacks and games until their parents could pick them up. That actually happened. Frost, exactly what you unexpected.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
The NBA is off to a great start, so are the Silver and Black. Jason Minix here from the Blitz on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star, and watching them makes it a lot more exciting when you're playing on Underdog. Fast breaks, buzzer beaters, block parties, the best place to get in on all the action, make your picks, and win money right now in Texas is on Underdog. I love playing the pick'em game. It's easy. You go higher or lower on player stats, points, rebounds, steals, and more. With Wemby, blocks need to always be in your business. What about Steph Castle? What about Dylan Harper? Get your picks right. You can win up to 5,000 times your cash. Download the Underdog app today. Use promo code STAR to score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code STAR at Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home for Texas A&M football. Saturday afternoon at 2:30, the Aggies take on the Missouri Tigers. Presented by Just Spots. Pregame at 1:30 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix. You're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Oh. I can't,
Love Drunk is this song.
I don't know this band. I don't know of these guys. I know there's a song that said, it goes, boys like girls and girls like cars and money.
Who is that?
Good Charlotte.
Oh, there we go. It's got the same feel as
it does kind of got the same vibe as these guys.
They also the Rebecca Black, the Friday.
Oh, yeah, yes.
You know?
Partying. You want to go see Boys Like Girls? The Sound Like of Your Life tour, April 26th at the Boeing Center at Techport. I wish that place wasn't so far from my house. I really like going there. Like, I like the shows I've been there are very nice, man. Yeah, I went to a boxing match there, and then I went to see pro wrestling there with Kevin Von Erich.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I went with my friend Kevin Von Erich.
Uh-huh.
We just hung out. I was his special guest. No big deal that I was, special guest of the Iron Claw himself. I don't like to brag. You weren't even there, Kitty. You don't know what it was like. Let's go caller number 5. You want to go to see Boys Like Girls? Caller number 5. You'll get to go see the Boys Like Girls, the Soundtrack of Your Life tour, April 26th at the Boeing Center at Techport. 2 tickets for you. Caller number 5. Yeah, it's got good sight lines. It's not a super big place, but it's perfect for fighting. Like I said, the boxing match was perfect there. I imagine a concert would be good too. I haven't been to a concert down there, but I would enjoy going to see one. I am going to get concert tickets this week for Jason Isbell, who's playing at the Majestic. So I'll be going to that. I think it's in like May, but I've already got. Our friend was like, "Yeah, wait, I got tickets. We got to go to this thing," and they're coming in from Houston, so I'll get tickets for that as well. All right, UTSA. We talked about this yesterday. UTSA had a huge game last night against the College of Biblical Studies. Now, remember, the College of Biblical Studies, they set the record for biggest loss in a women's college basketball game last year. I think they lost 141-16 or something like that. The worst loss in women's college basketball history. Well, they didn't do that last night, but Biblical Studies did lose in dramatic fashion to UTSA. The final score, 97-30. 97-30. UTSA beat the College of Biblical Studies. I don't know that we're going to take much from it, but hey, that's 1-0, baby. 1-0. They won the turnover battle 22-10. I think that probably had a lot to do with it. And they out-rebounded. UTSA out-rebounded Biblical Studies 59-32. So that was problematic for them as well as the fact that Biblical Studies only made 8 shots from the field last night. They were 6 of 30 from 2 and 2 of 26 from 3. I don't know. I mean, I guess you get paid money. So that's why you have a basketball team, so you can, you can send them out to make money. But pretty poor effort, I would say. Pretty poor effort when you have more fouls committed than shots made from the floor for Biblical Studies. And Josh says UTSA beat a team from Houston. That's right. Owned. And I think Biblical Study. I think that school has their enrollment's like 400 kids. So I think they just said hey, we're gonna get open tryouts. The 10 best of you guys are on the team. You can just be basketball players until you're ready to be a preacher. And it didn't go well for them. So good win for UTSA. UTSA football tonight, baby. We got it. UTSA and South Florida. UTSA looking to roll that momentum over from their big win against Tulane into a game at South Florida. It is an uphill battle, I'm afraid. This is going to be a tough game. Now, I'm not here to tell you that they're going to lose because I like to stay on the good side of Jeff Traylor, who is keeping receipts of everybody who thinks that they are going to lose games. But South Florida is a machine, and this total is now sitting at 68.5. Both these teams pretty bad defensively against the pass. I think there's going to be a lot of points scored in this game. Hopefully, UTSA puts up their share. Every conference game that South Florida's played this year has gone over 60 points. And the last one that did not get to 60 points, there were multiple missed field goals. So there's going to be a lot of points scored tonight. And 3 of UTSA's league games featured 60-plus points, with at least one team scoring 48 points. And the dud of the group was a 27-21 game against Temple. Slow first half. I remember I bet the over on that game, and it was there was nothing in the first half. And then it ended up 27-21. Points came along in the second half a little too late. But, yeah, my prediction tonight is there's a lot of points scored. I will say South Florida wins by 10. How about that? That's my bold prediction tonight. South Florida by 10, and it's going to be, I'm going to go 45-35 will be my final score prediction 45-35. There is another game tonight. Georgia Southern and Appalachian State. Another game where Georgia Southern is just dreadful on defense. They're bad against the run. They're bad against the pass. And App State goes fast. My guess is App State wins a blowout here. And an over seems good, too. It's sitting at 62.5, so a lot lower than that UTSA over. But I think both the games tonight feature a lot of points. Alexandra says, KBB says, UTSA, not a good road team. No, UTSA, some would say they struggle away from home. But, again, we're looking for this struggle on defense. And they let A&M put up 42 on the road. They let North Texas put up 55 on the road. I'm just looking for a whole bunch of points. That's what I'm hoping. And I'm hoping that UTSA wins. I'm all for the local team. I don't think they will win, but I hope they do. And I hope they score a butt ton of points. That's my big goal for tonight. The rest of the college football slate for this weekend is a mixed bag, I would say. We do get one top 25 team tomorrow night. We get USC on a Friday night. It is an 8 o'clock kick tomorrow night. Northwestern at USC. So another example of one of these Midwest teams having to travel out west on a short week. Seems like a dreadful spot for Northwestern. You know how I feel about USC's offense. I know that they're going to score. It's just a matter of what their defense does. The other games of note this weekend, Penn State catching 14.5 at home against Indiana. Georgia laying 9.5 on the road at Mississippi State. I misread the market on this. I bet Mississippi State and at 8, I think, and they're still Georgia's still taking money. Maybe I'm just totally wrong about Georgia. But every time I watch Georgia, I don't know how they're winning games other than the refs are handing them to them. Maybe the game of the week, two top 10 teams, BYU at Texas Tech. Texas Tech, a 10.5-point favorite up there on the Llano Estacado. Aggie, Texas A&M fighting Aggies, 6.5-point favorites at Missouri, which should be one of the better games this week too. And I said it earlier in the week, I'm going to stick by it. Give me Iowa over Oregon. Iowa plus 6.5, hosting the Oregon Ducks. West Coast team having to go out to Iowa. 2:30 kick. Yeah. I think Oregon's overrated on top of that. So give me Iowa to get the job done there. And now, of course, I have the hiccups. Cal is at Louisville, also another one of those big travel spots. Louisville laying 20.5 points. And what I think everybody would have thought at the beginning of the year was going to be a good game, not so sure now. Alabama minus 9.5 hosting LSU. LSU with an interim coach and not much offense to speak of lately. I got a feeling Alabama might put belt to ass on a team that, usually these games are pretty close. But if you got a chance to kick your rival while they're down, you do that.
Yeah.
And I think we see some ugly, at least a crooked number on Saturday night up over on Alabama's side. Eagle fan also says Tulane and Memphis could be interesting too. Yeah, big game for Memphis, who is trying to work their way back into the college football playoff discussion. Somebody from one of these G6, G5 conferences is going to get a spot there. It's just a matter of who. Memphis certainly has a chance to do that. The latest bracket, I had it in my prep, and I'm trying to pull it up here. The latest predictions, though, I want to say, who did it have? Oh, here we go. The most recent poll that I saw, and of course these are, I don't want to say they're certainly not set in stone, But the most recent one did have Memphis working its way back into it. I still Memphis lost to UAB. That I don't want to say it's unforgivable, but it feels kind of unforgivable. I don't know that I want to see a team who lost to UAB go play Georgia or Ole Miss or Texas A&M. Sounds like a bloodletting, but somebody's got to be there. All right, we are halfway there on a Thursday, friend. We got a winner for the Boys Like Girls, Vic?
Yes, Channing Pate.
Channing Pate, congratulations. We got more football coming up. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
KTFM Floresville, your home for the Super Bowl. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Need better sleep? Score huge deals on your perfect bed at Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale. Stop in today and let the sleep experts find the right upgrade for your unique needs. Mattress Firm. They make sleep easy.
I hope you woke this morning and washed yourself clean underneath a Connecticut water-softened shower. If that's you, carry on. You have done the right thing by yourself, by your family, by your home, by your pets, because you know and have the peace of mind of knowing you've got the very best. A Connecticut is kind of unique. It's not like the most water softeners you're going to see out there. Heck, it doesn't even plug in. It works off kinetic energy. It works when you work. I love that. It doesn't do those weird cycling things. I don't even know what that does. It just, when you turn on your faucet, when it's ready to go, it's always there. And one of the great things about having a water treatment system like Connecticut is you don't quite notice it until you don't have it. And when you leave home and suddenly that water feels a little weird or tastes a little off, or you see that white powder start forming on things, you know they don't got the Connecticut you got. So if you've ever thought about getting a Connecticut, now's the time. There's no need to wait. Call them today at 656-PURE. Go to ConnecticutSA.com for all the details. But know this, if you'll buy today, your first 90 days will be for free. They want to put it out there so you can see what I'm talking about. And once you do buy, there's a reverse osmosis drinking station that they just like to give you. I had to pay for this thing a couple years ago. And let me tell you, from that moment on, I have no longer need a water bottle right there at the sink all the time. They got the decor to match your pretty decor. There's lots of choices there. But no, you're going to get that just for taking advantage of the very best on the market. Like I said, call 656-PURE. Go get yourself a Connecticut at ConnecticutSA.com. And I'll tell you what, I'm sure you're going to come by and thank me later.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio where I've practiced for more than 30 years. And San Antonio has really grown since I started practicing law. The risk of injury in a car crash today is greater than it's ever been, because every day we're forced to share our roads with 80,000-pound 18-wheelers and some truly dangerous drivers. If you or a family member is injured in a car crash, know this: the insurance companies are mobilized against you. They have highly trained adjusters and a long roster of attorneys with one job: pay as little as possible. Their techniques are extensive, and I believe you have zero chance of obtaining a fair recovery on your own. If you're involved in a car crash, you need to hire an attorney as soon as possible after the collision and before you speak to the insurance company's adjusters. Now, I do not have a comic book nickname. I do not call myself the Law Eagle, the Tiger Lawyer, the Law Chupacabra. I think the practice of law needs to be taken more seriously. If you've been injured, call me, Jason Thompson, for a free consultation. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400. Or my website, alawyerforus.com.
NCE General Contractors, based in San Antonio, is one of the fastest growing nationwide general contractors with a focus on commercial new construction, design build projects, building renovations, tenant finish outs, site upgrades, and building maintenance. NCE President Brian Ehrlich's a former Madison quarterback and proud to support high school football in San Antonio, building relationships first and buildings that last. Learn more about NCE General Contractors online at ncegc.co. That's ncegc.co.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
It's a little quiet on the border these days. Illegal border crossings at an all-time low because Donald Trump and Senator John Cornyn have been fighting side by side to seal the border. Cornyn has led the charge in the Senate, funding more agents, more technology, and more miles of secure border wall. beating back Biden's border failures, taking the fight directly to the cartels. Cornyn stands with President Trump, voting with him 99% of the time, supporting Trump's nominees, confirming conservative judges who defend our Constitution, and together, Trump and Cornyn put America first. They've worked to keep our families safe and our border defended. Yep, it's quieter on the border now because real leadership gets results. Call and thank Senator John Cornyn, 713-572-3337, and tell him to keep delivering Trump's agenda. Paid for by Lone Star Freedom Project, LoneStarFreedomProject.com.
Hey, get ready to kick off the holidays tailgate style alongside your four-legged MVP. Join us at Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit in Selma on Wednesday, November the 19th from 9 to 6 p.m. for the annual holiday kickoff tailgate. They'll have great food, local vendors, music, giveaways, and fun for the entire family, including the furry ones. It's your chance to celebrate the season with the best fans in Texas, pet lovers and sports lovers alike. It's all going down at Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit in Selma on Wednesday, November the 19th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We do have a few accidents as you head into your morning commute. 410 northbound before 35. This wreck is in the right lane. 12-minute delay has you slow from FM 78. On Loop 410 eastbound approaching Somerset, this wreck is in the left lane. Another accident at 410 eastbound at 35, left lane blocked. A little bit of a delay from Starcrest. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
The Lakers rallied in the fourth quarter before surviving a frantic final second for their fifth consecutive victory, 118-116 over the Spurs. Wemby had 19 points and 8 rebounds before fouling out with 1:39 to play. Tonight on Thursday Night Football, the Las Vegas Raiders travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. You can catch the game right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star starting at 6:30 with the pregame. I'm Vic Brown with 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, everybody. Good morning, folks. It's Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Man, I keep reading about this YouTube TV ESPN standoff where a lot of people aren't able to watch sports match games because ABC and ESPN are blacked out on YouTube TV. I don't have YouTube TV, but I guess a lot of people are very upset about this.
I have the Hulu Live.
I mean, I guess, I don't know. I guess it's like in our day, it was you have cable or you have Dish or DirecTV. That was like the three options back then.
Oh, yeah.
Now I guess there's like a million options.
Or rabbit ears.
But yeah, apparently there is a large amount of people who have YouTube TV, which means there's a lot of, and of course, you know who is pissed off about this is advertisers who are, are paying a bunch of money for their stuff to be all over, and now you got this chunk of people who aren't able to watch Monday Night Football and things like that. It's a big deal, so we'll see. We'll see if they get that done. But yeah, that is a much bigger deal than I thought it was, and I guess it's been going on for a little while now. I don't have it, but clearly an issue either way. The world of football. CBS did a projection of the playoff teams right now as we sit here at the halfway point. We only get 18 weeks of regular season football. We're through 9 of them. So week 10 starts tonight. We are on the downhill slide. Oh, man, it sucks.
I know.
Here are your playoff projections, though, for now. The NFC predicted to be the 1 seed in the NFC. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bucs sitting at 6-2. They've got a 96% chance of winning the division. And it says the surprise here, the Bucs are expected to be the top seed over teams like the Eagles, Seahawks, and Rams. Number 2 seed, they say the Seahawks. Number 3, the Eagles. And number 4, the Green Bay Packers. Number 5, the Rams, the number 1 wild card team. Number 6, the Lions. And number 7, the San Francisco 49ers. Really? That's right. That's right. Their computer gives the other teams odds to make the playoffs. NFC, the Bears, 41.5%. Vikings, 20%. Panthers, 14%. Cardinals, 12%. Dallas Cowboys.
Hold on. Let me take a guess. 4%.
8.8. Come on, don't sell them short. 8.8%. Falcons 3.4. Commanders 2.9%. Wow. Giants.
And the Jets?
0.1 for the Giants. 0.0.
Are the Jets on the list at all?
Well, the AFC, the projected 1 seed, they have the Bills at number 1, the Broncos at number 2, the Colts as 3, and the Steelers as the AFC North champions at 4. All right. And then it's got the Patriots as a wild card, the Chiefs as a wild card, and the Chargers as a wild card, which means they don't believe the Baltimore Ravens come back and make the playoffs. The odds for the other playoff teams, Jags 43%, Ravens 33.4%, Texans 17.3%, Bengals 1.8%, Browns 0.5%, Jets 0.1%. So you're saying there's a chance.
There's a 0.1.
Dolphins 0.1%.
Okay.
Raiders and Titans 0.0. Even now it says they do want to make the note that it does have a note here. The Raiders and Titans are not eliminated, but their odds are listed at 0 because the computer has given up any hope for them. That is funny.
Man,
that is funny. 0.
Even the computer was like,
computer's like, no, man, the Raiders and Titans are garbage. 0 chance. Yeah, the most interesting thing is the Ravens, who the Ravens are favored to win the AFC North. Obviously, their record says it's going to be an uphill climb, but their schedule says it could be possible. In fact, the Ravens on the road this weekend in Minnesota, and Minnesota's a solid team, not great, but solid, and the Ravens are 4.5-point favorites at Minnesota. So there a lot of bullishness on the Raiders. Still a lot on the Lions, and I wish Rob were here to discuss this with me today. I was looking at the Lions' schedule, and the more I look at the Lions, the more convinced I am the Lions just aren't that good. This loss to the Vikings was certainly disturbing. They beat up on the corpse of the Bucs, who were without all their receivers, just didn't have any bodies on the field, which, it's probably their best win. They lost to the Chiefs. They beat the Bengals, the Browns. They beat the Ravens without Lamar and with their defense just in shambles, and they beat the Bears. I'm not sure the Lions are as good as everybody tried to make it out to be. So they play, and this week they catch the Commanders without Jaden Daniels. So I don't know that we're going to be like, oh yeah, the Lions, they're good, man. They beat the Commanders. It'll be another phony win. I'm not convinced on the Lions. That game against the Vikings last week, you let J.J. McCarthy torch you, something's going on with that team. They are not nearly what they were a year ago. So a team that I certainly don't trust right now. The Eagles are an interesting case, too. And, I mean, the Eagles are almost a lock to make the playoffs because their division is just so bad. But I'm not sure that the Eagles are all that good. They're sitting at 6-2, which that is good. But they are certainly not impressive, at least what I've seen of them. The schedule, though, there's some room for them. They play at Green Bay this week. Lions, who I just talked to, I guess one of them's got to win that game. Then they're at Dallas, Bears, Chargers, Raiders, 2 against the Commanders and the Bills. And they, who knows? They might not even be playing their starters against the Commanders week 18. It might not even matter. So, yeah, I'm not sure if I'm sold on the Eagles either. But the Eagles-Packers game this weekend is certainly one that's going to matter a lot. The Packers are another. I don't know who's really good in the NFC, quite frankly. Now that I think about it, I don't know that any of these teams I have like a big trust in.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean,
yeah, there's nobody.
Outside of the NFC West, I do think the Rams and the Seahawks are both really, really good. But the rest of the NFC, I'm not buying anybody in the NFC North. I'm not sold that Green Bay is great. I'm not sold that Detroit's great. I'm certainly not sold that Eagles are great. And I don't know that. I mean, the Bucs are. They're the tallest little person. Let's just call it that.
Okay.
In the NFC South. But the Rams and the Seahawks, those are the 2 teams I trust in the NFC the most. This one has the Seahawks as the 2 seed and the Rams as the top wild card. So to me, it's just a matter of who ends up winning those games against each other. Those head-to-heads are going to be huge for home field advantage and things like that. And the Rams so far have not played a game against the Seahawks. So that their first game against the Seahawks will come in a week from Sunday. So week 11 they'll play Seattle at home, and then week 16 they will play them in Seattle. Those are going to be really, really important games. Wildly, the Rams have only played 1 division game. They're 0-1 in division because they lost to the 49ers. And they get the 49ers again this week. If they lose that, it's going to be an uphill climb for them. I don't think they're going to lose just because I just feel like that 49ers defense is just too beat up. But yeah, the Rams Seahawks, that's the matchup that I'm most looking forward to in the NFC. They've got like I said, the Bills listed as a 1 seed. Everybody knows that I am a Bills fan. I love the Bills. The 1 seed though, ooh, okay. I still am not sold on their defense, even though they played well against Kansas City. Offensively, they did not get a receiver at the deadline. I thought they were going to look for a receiver. They decided not to. So it's basically they're going with a bunch of tight ends and a bunch of C-level wide receivers. We'll see if that's enough. But when you look at the other teams they're expecting to make the playoffs in the AFC, maybe it will be. They've got Denver predicted to win the AFC West, Indianapolis predicted to win the AFC South, and the Pittsburgh Steelers to win the AFC North. I'm not scared of any of those teams come playoff time, quite frankly, especially if they have to go to Buffalo. The Chiefs would still be the team that's scary to me, and maybe the Patriots even. The Patriots currently leading the AFC East, a team that was 4-13 a year ago. They've got the easiest schedule left. So the Bills are going to have to make up some ground against them at some point. Chiefs, like I said, predicted to be the 6th seed. They now have just a 27% chance to win the AFC West. The Broncos at 54% and the Chargers at 19%. And the Chargers they have as the third wild card there. So has them comfortably making the playoffs as the last wild card team. So there you go. There is your look ahead at the potential playoff projections halfway through. I'm still terrified of Kansas City come playoff time. I'm still terrified of Baltimore getting into the playoffs. But it does say here this computer gives the Bills a 14.5% chance to win the Super Bowl. No other team in the NFL has higher than 9.5%. So you're saying there's a chance.
Yeah, a little bit.
You're saying there's
just a
little bitty teeny weeny chance.
Yeah, we'll take it.
I'll certainly take it. All right, let's take a break. I do want to talk about this decision for the Arizona Cardinals that they made with Kyler Murray yesterday. We'll talk about that coming up next. And we'll also talk some NBA stuff as well. What do I have here, Vic?
Underdog.
Underdog. That's right. Underdog Fantasy is the place to play, baby. If you're into these games, you'll be a lot more into them when you got a little skin in the game at Underdog. NFL tonight NFL is my favorite thing to play at Underdog, although I do like the UFC as well. But you can do NFL, you can do college football, you can do NBA, you can do college basketball. They've got it all, and it's all fun, and it's so easy. You pick your favorite player, whether they're going to go higher or lower on their stats, rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, whatever. You get those picks right, you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. So tonight on Underdog, I'm going back to the well with my guy Brock Bowers. He went off last week. I'm going to go higher than a half a touchdown. I'm going to go higher on his receiving yards as well. My guess is the Raiders going to have to be throwing it around. And with no Patrick Surtain, I think maybe they can throw it around a little bit on these Denver Broncos. Download the app today. Sign up with promo code ALAMO. That's ALAMO. You'll score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code ALAMO. Underdog. Make picks. Win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio representing people and families who've been injured in traffic collisions since 1994. The reason it's important to call me as soon as possible is the number of tricks and mistakes you can make, even up to talking to insurance companies, which I'm going to tell you not to do. And also some of the billing practices at our local hospitals. And over the last year, I've seen more and more of this, where hospitals are asking patients to assign benefits they do not have to assign, all in an effort to get more money to the hospital than they would receive if all you used was your health insurance. When you call, I will give you your options. We'll talk about your case. And all of that is free of charge. If you or a family member has been injured in a traffic accident, whether car, commercial truck, motorcycle, I want you to call me as soon as possible after the collision. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400. Or go to my website at alawyerforus.com.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI agent can be set up in minutes to answer calls and questions 24/7, so you never miss a customer, lead, or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
As a fan, you know all the important sports cliches. And when you save money by bundling your home and auto with Progressive, you can get out there and give it 110%, even though that's mathematically impossible. And remember, failure is not an option. Well, it's always an option, just not a good one. But you're not worried because you've got ice in your veins. You're on fire. How can both of those things be true at the same time? Well, that's between you and your doctor. So get out there and leave it all on the field. Leave what? Who cares? Just leave it and save with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Hi there, I'm John O'Hurley. You know our pets are beloved family members. But sadly, though, there are so many dogs that get euthanized every day due to the lack of funding. To give them a chance at adoption, I invite you to support Puppy Food Bank. Thanks to generous donors like you, all of the food sent to pet shelters from Puppy Food Bank never comes with a bill. So please go to puppyfoodbank.org and make a generous, caring $15 donation every month. Your donation will absolutely save pet lives.
Caffeine doesn't have to be bitter or boring anymore. 5-Hour Energy shots are bringing the flavor and energy. One of my personal favorites, strawberry banana. It's giving smoothie vibes in a compact caffeinated shot. Whether you like your energy sour, fruity, or tropical, with 17 flavors, there's something for everyone. And yeah, it's got as much caffeine as a 12-ounce cup of coffee, but with zero sugar and no crash. Big flavor, tiny bottle, tasty caffeine done right. You can grab yours in-store or hit up 5hourenergy.com or order on Amazon today.
Introducing the IHOP Value Menu, where all your breakfast faves are just $6 each every day. Where else can you get a big, filling sit-down breakfast for only $6? Go to your happy plates with the $6 IHOP Value Menu. Available every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations.
Hey, get ready to kick off the holidays tailgate style alongside your four-legged MVP. Join us at Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit in Selma on Wednesday, November the 19th from 9 to 6 p.m. for the annual holiday kickoff tailgate. They'll have great food, local vendors, music, giveaways, and fun for the entire family, including the furry ones. It's your chance to celebrate the season with the best fans in Texas, pet lovers and sports lovers alike. It's all going down at Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit in Selma on Wednesday, November the 19th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Progressive knows there are some surprisingly expensive things in life, like fences. A house with a big yard and a white picket fence was always the dream. But then you saw the price to install a fence and you're wondering if the color is driving the price up. Nobody ever dreams of a beige or a gray picket fence, right? So maybe those fences are cheaper. But no, they're not. Then you remember that switching your home and auto to Progressive could save you hundreds and make all your dreams of a fence come true. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Okay, I have to tell you. I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest. The last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying. Just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code PIPE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PIPE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code PIPE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
You know what I'm noticing?
What?
Now that I'm a so normally, I mean, I always have a mustache. I always have a beard with it. But since I've shaved my beard and been standalone mustache guy,
okay,
my mustache is a little bushier than it normally would be.
Yeah, it does look a little full.
And it's I don't know how
trim it with a number 4.
How do you not have like the itchy nose? Any mustache guys out there? Not. I mean, like, do you just get used to your nose itching all the time? Maybe that's the thing.
Well, it's if the hairs grow up towards your nose, you got to comb it down. You got to train it to grow down.
I've got to get a comb.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to train it to do the curls.
Oh yeah, you just got to let it grow.
Like a little curly Q on the end. Oh, Rob.
Yeah. Oh man, the girls will be lining up for you, man.
My
wife
wife
love that.
My wife will be lining up divorce papers. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, got to do it.
Yeah, it's very very disturbing. All right. There's an article about the first couple weeks of the NBA. Like how much are you buying into what we've seen so far early in the NBA? The first one they bring up is Austin Reeves. Will Austin Reeves be an all-star this season? And they say, yeah, this is the real deal. They said it would have been surprising if Reeves didn't enter the season with the goal of putting up massive numbers. He's playing for a new contract, obviously. And then, obviously, with LeBron being out and with Luka being out to start the season, he had to put up crazy numbers. He's not going to be doing that every night, but it's certainly what he's capable of. And they're saying it looks like it's going to be tough to deny him an all-star bid. So Austin Reeves, they believe in. Here's one they say, the Bulls. The Bulls' success is or isn't sustainable. They believe it is. Bulls start out the season 6-1, their best team in the East. They came back all the way back and knocked off the Sixers on Tuesday night. Huge win. And they're saying there's no reason to believe that Chicago's not for real. Josh Giddey fitting in well. They haven't even seen Kobe White yet this year. And Modest Buzelis looks like he is going to be the real deal. He might be their star player. And they've already knocked off the Knicks a couple times. And Ayo Dosunmu, who has been the third leading scorer for Chicago, has missed some time as well. So it says here the Bulls look like a far more functional team than they have in the past. I would have thought the Bulls were like a bottom 5 team. I'm impressed. I gotta give credit where it's due. I've been impressed with the Bulls so far. So I believe it as well. I mean, especially in the Eastern Conference. I don't see why they wouldn't be able to. They say the Sixers don't have to live and die by Joel Embiid's availability anymore. And I think they might be right. He's probably never going to play back-to-back games again in his life. He's going to always be on a minute restriction, or at least for the foreseeable future on a minute restriction. And they all are trying to at least keep him as healthy as possible. But in the past couple years, when he's been off the floor, their offense has just tumbled. Philadelphia, when he's on the floor, averaged 10.4 points per 100 possessions more than when he sat. And he's in a group of about 6 or 7 guys who are that important to their team. But because Tyrese Maxey has come along so well, and because they've added VJ Edgecombe, who he looked like the best rookie in the league so far this season, gives them a backcourt, and then you add in Quentin Grimes coming off the bench, and Jared McCain, who is now back, played his first game against the Bulls this week. The Sixers, I think, can be good with or without Joel Embiid. Now, obviously, they're going to be better when he's on the floor, but they are a capable team with or without Joel Embiid at this point. Here's one about Ja Morant. Ja Morant will be on the Grizzlies by season end. They say no. The Grizzlies obviously have suspended him once this year already for conduct detrimental to the team after he got into a heated argument with the coach, the first-year coach, following their loss against the Lakers where they blew a 15-point lead. Apparently, Morant is frustrated by the rotations that this Isolo, whatever his name is throwing out there. I have a lot of understanding for players who say this, said the coach. I think a lot of players who have been conditioned throughout their career to play longer stints and to go find that rhythm. Basketball, just like every global team sport, is evolving. We are looking to adapt at times. And Ja said that he's lost his joy, which in 2 weeks into the season, he's lost his joy. But also, the team is bad. Their offense is no good. Now, part of it is they've got a bunch of guys hurt. Brandon Clark's hurt. Zach Edey's hurt. Ty Jerome's hurt. But you'd think that would mean more for Ja. Ja's having the fewest points. He's averaging the fewest points since his second year in the league and is on pace for his worst efficiency year. I think the Grizzlies are tired of it. I think the Grizzlies are ready to move on. I don't know who's going to trade for him, but some team will. Some team, I mean, if you can get a guy like John Morant, somebody will always say, we got a chance to fix him. We got a chance to fix him. Somebody will do it. The last one they talk about is Victor Wembanyama. And they say Victor Wembanyama will win MVP and Defensive Player of the Year this season. I don't know that I buy both. I certainly think he's the Defensive Player of the Year. And the last 2 games have concerned me a little bit about MVP because it feels like there's a way to take him out of games. But I do think, when we see how much his success hinges the team's success, there's a good argument to be made for it. He has been the most dominant player in the NBA so far. He has been that. The defense is obvious. That obviously speaks for itself. But he has also been elite offensively. And if the Spurs make the playoffs, there's certainly a discussion to be had about it. I still think that it's going to be hard to knock off a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander or a Jokic because I expect them to have just more team success. Even though, as Frank points out, Blazers beat them OKC fellas last night. They did, although again there was no Caruso, no Dort, no Chet, and no Jalen Williams. So like 4 of their top 5 minutes guys from last season didn't play, and they lost by 2 points. I'm not worried about Oklahoma City at all. I think Oklahoma City is going to win 70 games. And if they do that and Shai puts up the numbers that he puts up, it's going to be hard to not give him that trophy. But I do think Wemby's certainly in the discussion, and it's something I wouldn't have expected coming into this season. Now, I also didn't expect Wemby to change his game offensively the way he has, to where he now is doing everything I asked him to do last year and he refused to do, which is play in the paint, play like a big man. He's now doing it and having this unprecedented success. So maybe it is time. I still think it's a year or 2 away for Wemby to be an MVP, but he is certainly developing at a pace that is faster than I expected. And if the team continues to win games, he's going to be in that discussion. All right, Vic, we want to take a break now so we can bring on Dr. Garrett.
Yeah,
all
I'm
right,
gonna give him a call right now.
Let's take a break. We'll bring Dr. Jason Garrett from Erasti on to discuss the injury stuff going on around the world this week. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like we've just cleared a couple of our trouble spots. 410 eastbound approaching Somerset. That wreck is cleared. And we cleared the accident 410 eastbound just past 35. Now we still have the accident on Loop 410 northbound before 35. It's in the right lane, causing about a 10-12 minute delay. Slow from FM 78. If you guys see something we're not talking about, call us on the traffic tip line 210-785-2601 and we'll check it out. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by King's Hawaiian Sliders.
Eli Manning here. There's nothing like football and King's Hawaiian Sliders. There's something about those soft, fluffy, irresistible King's Hawaiian Sliders that make them a winner on game day. Pick some up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your grocery store. King's Hawaiian. There's nothing like it.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-731-4558 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as one day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
That guy pulled out in front of me out of nowhere. The police are on their way, but I'm really shaken up.
Don't worry. We're going to get you taken care of. You made the right call.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck, call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. We're ready to help day or night, and there's no fee unless we win.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, we will react to that game in Los Angeles last night, Spurs and Lakers.
Plus, we've got football on tonight, shorts, Raiders, Broncos. But what about the UTSA Roadrunners play in South Florida?
That's going to be a dandy. Can UTSA pull off a miracle?
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Vic. There we go. There we go, Vic. Hey. You got Edwin in there with you?
Yeah. Sorry, when I lost him, I kind of freaked out a little bit.
All right. Joining us now on the Buyers Barricade guest line, you know him, you love him, from Arasti, it's Dr. Jason Garrett. Hey, good morning, Dr. Garrett. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
You know, we can't complain around here. We can't complain, and when we do, they just tell us to shut the F up, and it's embarrassing, and so we try not to complain. All right, Doc. The big thing here is this Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper, the Spurs rookie with a calf strain. They say it's a multi-week injury. And we have seen this a lot in the last couple years. Calf strains seem to quickly turn into blown out Achilles. And what's the amount of time that we would need to put Dylan Harper in bubble wrap and keep him away from basketball where that would not be a concern? Because we've seen some of it, like Tyrese Halliburton, it felt like maybe he came back too early because it was the playoffs. If there's not a timeline on it, at what point does it become like pretty safe that you don't have to worry about an Achilles if you bring a guy back from a calf strain?
So the general rule with most strains and sprains, and the Achilles thing with the calf pull isn't a really recent thing. Usually young guys, like they don't tear their Achilles. It's really unusual. Now when you're 35, 40, like the Kobe Bryants, that's a lot more common because it becomes more fibrotic. Recently, this is very unprecedented. So I'll give you the typical route. It's 6 to 8 weeks for most pulls. You're going to make 100% recovery. You do nothing in that time, you're going to be good to go. Obviously, you want to stretch and strengthen and keep up. Now, if you're aggressive with soft tissue treatment and there's no tendinous or no myotendinous junction damage, which they can tell on MRI, if it's just up in the calf and you treat it, you could be back in 1 week to 2 weeks or sometimes even faster with an acute strain sprain. Calves are a little different because they can feel fantastic. You can have all your strength back real quickly, and as soon as you go to push off on it, it completely unravels. But if you're able to test it out and play aggressively and get through 1 or 2 hard practice sessions, then you don't have to worry about it anymore. It's good to go. Put it in the back, rear view, and don't think about it.
So you're saying like it's not. I mean, this is like you say it's a recent thing. So is it safe to assume that's not going to be like a permanent thought that if you injure your calf, you're going to injure your Achilles?
It shouldn't be. The only thing I can think that's causing some of these things is it's got to be something to do with shoe technology, with orthotics that are changing the biomechanics and creating way more stress on those Achilles tendons. Because previously, guys in their 20s just didn't tear their Achilles tendons. You really didn't do it until later 30s or 40s. So it is very unusual. The only thing I can think is guys are faster, stronger, taller, and maybe the biomechanics have changed because of shoe technology.
All right, let's talk about some of the injuries in the NFL over this last weekend. Jaden Daniels was at least one of the more gruesome ones to watch. A dislocated elbow. Now, it's in his non-throwing arm, but with that type of an injury, does that require a surgery typically? And if so, what's the timeline for a recovery on something like that?
Usually when you dislocate an elbow, there's a high chance that you've torn your UCL, so the Tommy John type surgery. Even if you didn't tear that, to dislocate an elbow, the way the joint connects, so it's a joint that rotates. Like if you rotate your hand back and forth, your radius is rotating over your elbow joint, and it extends like a hinge joint, and it has a little hook on the end of the ulna that digs into the humerus. For that to dislocate, you have to rip ligaments and structures that hold it together, so it doesn't just go back together. It's good to go. Now, if you somehow just dislocated it, didn't tear the UCL, you can immobilize it. It can heal. Almost always, though, there's some fracture in there, and there's almost always a ligament tear, which the sooner you operate on that, the sooner it's stable, the sooner you recover. So it's non-throwing. It's not going to impact his future career, but you're probably looking at 6 months before he's coming back.
Okay, so this is, in your mind, certainly a season-ending type of injury.
Yeah, unless he was just the luckiest person in the world and somehow didn't tear or fracture anything, then it could be a little shorter. It could be 2 to 3 months, but I would be shocked that it comes back any faster.
Okay, let's talk about Patrick Surtain, the cornerback for the Broncos, who has a strained pectoral muscle. Obviously, there's different levels to a strain. They're saying this is multiple weeks, though. What level in your mind of a strain would that be? And what's the treatment? Is it just rest?
The pec it's a real wide muscle. It's like a fan shape, so it's especially in big athletic NFL type guys. But it's a large, broad muscle with lots of fibers that converge right into your shoulder. Where you tear the tendon, like when you hear someone that tears their pec tendon and it rips off the bone, that's the small part of the tendon where it inserts into the shoulder. Usually, if you just have a strain, you've pulled some of those fibers in the middle of that muscle, which acts just like a hamstring pull, just like a quad pull. So you're looking at, worst case scenario, 6 to 8 weeks, but probably more likely 3 to 4 weeks because it doesn't have as much stretch on it. It's not as long as a hamstring, so it tends to heal a little faster.
Joe Alt, who is the left tackle for the LA Chargers, he missed a couple games with a high ankle sprain. He came back. He re-injured that same high ankle sprain, and now they're saying he's going to need surgery. They're talking 4 to 6 weeks. So with a sprain, what's the surgical method there? Like what exactly would that entail?
If he truly had a high ankle sprain and they brought him back 2 weeks, that was a very poor decision, especially a big, heavy guy like that because they have so much more force. A high ankle sprain is when the two bones in the shin get separated by the bone that are resting on the ankle. So it acts like a wedge and just rips that membrane up that holds those two bones together. So if it's a true high ankle sprain, which it probably was, usually it feels pretty good. You come back in 2 weeks and you completely unravel it. And then the surgery is they go in there and they sew together that membrane, kind of like they did with Tua, a few years ago for the national championship. It makes it pretty strong right away, but the bigger, the heavier you are, the more likely it is to tear again. So it takes longer for someone that size of an athlete.
So Kyler Murray, there's some discussion about whether or not Kyler Murray really is hurt or if this is just saving face or what it is. They had said when he first injured his foot, it was I forget what the term was, but basically they said it was something where the arch in his foot was going too low and it was creating pressure on the top of his foot, which I don't totally understand, but they're saying now he's going to have to go on the IR. If you've been out for a couple weeks with a foot injury and then they say, okay, now you're going to go to the IR, in your mind, is this something that is going to heal this season, or should we just scratch Kyler Murray off the list for the rest of the year in your mind?
It sounds like you're describing what's called a Lisfranc Frank sprain. And what it is, it's like the arch of your foot, the bones, the ligament that holds them together. Sometimes you can have a fracture, sometimes the ligament tears. it tears and then that arch drops down, and it's excruciatingly painful. Sometimes they do respond pretty quickly, and they get their function back, and so they can test it for a couple weeks. But after a couple weeks of testing, if it's really not improving at all, they shut you down, put you in a brace, sometimes do surgery on it. It's a fairly devastating injury. It's named after a surgeon in Napoleon's army because people used to get it from falling off horses and their foot would get caught in the stirrups and it would rip that ligament. You see it more often in athletes like basketball and football because of where the tape lines up when they tape their ankles. It goes right across the arch of that foot and it puts more pressure there. It prevents ankle sprains, but it creates more torque and pressure on that foot joint. And once feet start going on any athlete, it can be devastating because it leads to a whole host of other problems. So you got to get that really well, really fast, and make sure you don't come back too soon on it.
Luke McCaffrey, receiver for the Commanders, broken collarbone. I would assume as a wide receiver, a guy who has to get his arms up and catch footballs, this is something that's going to be a season ender.
It should be, although if it's a clean break and they can put a plate and a screw in there and do minimal recovery time, let the incision heal up, get his range of motion back pretty quickly, sometimes those actually are almost as strong as they were pre-break, so it could be as little as 6 weeks for him to come back. So it might not be a season-ending injury. Those you can actually come back faster than you think. Now, it's not highly advised for the average person to do that, but for an NFL athlete, as long as it's stable and it's strong and you get a ton of treatment on it, there's a chance he could come back.
And then finally, Marshawn Lattimore, I guess also with the same with Tucker Kraft, a couple blown ACLs this week. And we've talked about it before, but the ACL recovery, I mean, obviously they're probably done for this season, but ACL recovery time is nowhere near what it once was.
Right. You're looking at 6 months to almost full return to play, probably 9 months where you're fully released. 12 months is when you feel normal and you feel good about it. But it used to be a year to 18 months or it never felt normal again. Now you're looking at probably 6 months to a quote-unquote full recovery, 9 months to be game ready, and then after that, it's just a matter of how well you've prepped and rehabbed.
All right. That is Dr. Jason Garrett. Doctor, we appreciate it. And we'll do this again next week, hopefully on time, right?
This is fine. It worked out pretty well.
There you go. That is Dr. Garrett from Rossi. Appreciate the time. All guests appear via the Buyers Barricade guest lines. Buyers Barricades providing traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond. Online at buyersbarricades.com. A little breaking news that came out during that segment. Terrible, terrible news. According to Adam Schefter, the Dallas Cowboys have announced that Marshawn Nealon passed away at age 24. 24? Yeah. It says, it is with extreme sadness that the Dallas Cowboys share that Marshawn Nealon tragically passed away this morning. Marshawn was a beloved teammate, a member of our organization. Our thoughts and prayers regarding Marshawn are with his girlfriend, Catalina, and his family. That is terrible, terrible news. Remember, this is a dude who just, returned a punt for a touchdown on Monday Night Football. Yeah. Now passing away at age 24. That is just brutal. Again, we don't know any of the details of it right now. My guess is we will find out in the coming days, but that is a travesty for Marshawn Nealon. And it, I was gonna say, there's a lot of people. I was hoping maybe I didn't get scammed, but like Tom Pelissero's reporting this, Schefter, Ian Rappaport, coming from all over the place. So it looks like it is officially news that Marshawn Nealon has died at age 24. Brutal story out of Dallas. And yeah, he was the guy who he blocked that punt with his face last week and took it to the house. Man, that is wild. Again, no details yet on how or why, but just a devastating dude. That is, you talk about a team that's already kind of up against it, already struggling. This is bad news. Yeah, TMZ reporting it, Dallas Morning News reporting it as well. So,
but nobody's saying how.
No, nobody's saying how. Yeah, this is tough to hear, man. It's a kid who looked like he was showing a little bit of promise, even on a defense where not a lot going right for you. Also, and I mean, I hate to minimize it, but this guy was a second-round pick for the Cowboys a year ago. Just brutal news for the team, brutal news for his family. That is a devastating report coming out of Arlington that Marshawn Nealon has passed. So if we can get details on it, I'll share with you. But so far, again, unless you've seen something, Vic.
Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah, nothing I'm seeing yet. But this is a terrible story. And, again, we'll try and get you the update on it whenever we can. That is, boy, talk about putting a damper on the show. I don't even know where I don't know where to go from there without sounding like insensitive.
Right.
But this is.
Yeah, he was a second-round pick out of Western Michigan, right, last year?
Yeah, and like I said, had been a pretty solid player for them, or at least showing some promise. Let's say that. I guess he'd been backing up as a Rocco mostly, and when Clowney came in, he lost some snaps, but a guy who they were counting on to get better and not to be. So that is really unfortunate news. I don't even know, like I said, I don't know where to go from there on that, but terrible story out of Dallas. All right, I'll try and change the subject here because like I said, there's not much we can do until
we find out a little bit what's going on.
Until we find out. I saw someone on the chat ask about CJ Stroud and Dr. Garrett before. It's hard to ask him about concussions because every concussion is so unique.
Oh, it's different, yeah.
But we know that Stroud is out, and the thought is it's a minimum 9 days pretty much is the standard. So depending on how the severity of his will be if it's a multi-week injury or not, but he's certainly not going to play this week. And if the Texans end up losing to the Jags, kind of what's the point of bringing the dude back at that point? At least rushing him back when you got nothing to play for going forward. As far as the injury report for tonight, the Raiders have announced that it looks like all their guys who were questionable are going to play, except their backup quarterback, Aiden O'Connell. He's out. But Lonnie Johnson and Adam Butler and Isaiah Polamau, their two safeties and a defensive tackle, they all still have listed as questionable. The Broncos have announced that Marvin Mims, their wide receiver, also concussed, is out. And then, of course, Patrick Surtain is out. Nate Atkins out as well, their tight end. And P.J. Locke, they've got a safety who is questionable as well. So, that's the and Rico Dowdle, who, by the way, leads the NFC in rushing yards. Rico Dowdle hasn't practiced so far this week he's got a quad injury. Comes after he ran for 130 yards and 2 touchdowns last week against Green Bay. So worth keeping an eye on there. But he did not practice yesterday and is expected not to practice today. So bad news out of Carolina if Rico Dowdle can't go, because he has been a revelation since he's gotten up there to Carolina. Not that the Cowboys have any regrets. Looks like they've got themselves a good one right now in Javonte Williams, but Rico Dowdle is really having a breakout season right now. Also got fined. He got fined for after catching a flag. He got fined for he did the 2-pump celebration. He got flagged. I didn't think they were going to fine him, but they've also fined him now for which by 2 pumps is fine. 2 pumps is fine. 3 pumps, that's a flag.
Yeah, that's a flag.
2 pumps, it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, he did 2 hip thrusts is what they call it on the
is that what the official?
That's what the story calls it,
yeah.
2 hip thrusts.
All right.
But all his, they were clearly doing the Key and Peele thing where they were counting, his teammates were counting, and the NFL rule book, they don't like any celebrations of a sexual nature. So even 1 pump maybe would have been too many for the NFL. On Wednesday, he posted about his fine before starting a GoFundMe. And he says, support my fines or the Children's Home Society of North Carolina. So he's making a bid out of his fine. And so far, it's over $15,000 raised for kids there at the Children's Home Society of North Carolina. So good on him for turning his celebration into a good way to raise some money for needy children. That's the way to do it, man. That is the way to do it. All right, let's let's take a break.
There's no update yet. Every story highlights that he tragically.
I know tragically means like
accident, like car accident or something. But I mean, we can't confirm that.
No,
but that's every report is saying that. So
man, it is wild. So we'll update you if we get anything new on that. Coming up on the other side, I've got a pair of Fandango codes to go see Predator Badlands in the theaters tomorrow. Starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I'll give away those coming up, and we got 1 hour of programming left. That's it. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville. It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on the Blitz, we will react to that game in Los Angeles last night, Spurs and Lakers.
Plus, we've got football on tonight, shorts, Raiders, Broncos. But what about the UTSA Roadrunners play in South Florida?
That's going to be a dandy. Can UTSA pull off a miracle?
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Do you have a kid that's an athlete today? Do you have one that's playing sports, volleyball, football, maybe they're in off-season conditioning and dealing with an injury? Did you know that you have access to professional level rehab and pain management right now, the likes that Tony Parker and Becky Hammond took advantage of for years? It's called Arasti. Arasti providers are all around San Antonio with one intent. That's to get you out of pain, get you back in your game. And some of us literally have games waiting on us, and they need to get back into it. If you've got a kid that's fighting it, you know what I'm talking about. Call Arasti today. You never need a referral to go. They'll walk in, they'll see you today, see you fast, and get you fixed fast. On average, Arasti patients get back into their particular game in under 4 visits, so it might be time to call today and get your kids ready for game day. How do you do it? Well, here's the number. It's 1-800-404-6050. Their website is Arasti.com. Use that. Go there. They've got a map of all the local providers, and it'll show you one close to you, and I bet they'll get you in as fast as possible. Now, the great thing about Arasti is when you walk in the door, they're going to fully evaluate you. They're going to find out why you're in pain, and once they figure out why, the fix is imminent. So if you're dealing with a soft tissue injury, a sprain or a strain to get back in the game, Arasti cannot be beat. Maybe it's a frozen hip or a bad knee or a bad back. Let them work on you. Get yourself back in the game. Don't let it keep you out of life. The pain can keep you from sitting and doing the things that you want to do, and that's why Arasti has been such a part of my life. Go take care of your kids today. Call Arasti. Get them in there. Get them fixed. And before you know it, I know you're going to be thanking me later.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
That guy pulled out in front of me out of nowhere. The police are on their way, but I'm really shaken up.
Don't worry. We're going to get you taken care of. You made the right call.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck, call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. We're ready to help day or night, and there's no fee unless we win.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Blue Star Tequila, the world's first and only 100% night harvested agave. And you might be saying, well, why do I care when it's harvested? It allows the agave to be harvested while it's resting and out of the brutal heat. Benefits to workers who would normally work into the heat of the day. It's just better for the flavoring. And speaking of flavoring, it's 100% additive free. No flavoring, sweetening, or coloring added, and it's unfiltered. Live your life unfiltered and do it with Blue Star Tequila. Find Blue Star Tequila at Alamo City Liquors, Costco, Specs, and Total Wine.
Progressive knows there are some surprisingly expensive things in life, like fences. A house with a big yard and a white picket fence was always the dream. But then you saw the price to install a fence and you're wondering if the color is driving the price up. Nobody ever dreams of a beige or a gray picket fence, right? So maybe those fences are cheaper. But no, they're not. Then you remember that switching your home and auto to Progressive could save you hundreds and make all your dreams of a fence come true. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Okay, I have to tell you. I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest. The last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying. Just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love. It's a little quiet on the border these days. Illegal border crossings at an all-time low because Donald Trump and Senator John Cornyn have been fighting side by side to seal the border. Cornyn has led the charge in the Senate, funding more agents, more technology, and more miles of secure border wall, beating back Biden's border failures, taking the fight directly to the cartels. Cornyn stands with President Trump, voting with him 99% of the time, supporting Trump's nominees, confirming conservative judges who defend our Constitution, and together, Trump and Cornyn put America first. They've worked to keep our families safe and our border defended. Yep, it's quieter on the border now because real leadership gets results. Call and thank Senator John Cornyn, 713-572-3337, and tell him to keep delivering Trump's agenda. Paid for by Lone Star Freedom Project, LoneStarFreedomProject.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like we've just cleared a couple of our trouble spots. 410 eastbound approaching Somerset. That wreck is cleared. And we cleared the accident 410 eastbound just past 35. Now, we still have the accident on Loop 410 northbound before 35. It's in the right lane, causing about a 10-12-minute delay. Slow from FM 78. If you guys see something we're not talking about, call us on the traffic tip line, 210-785-2601, and we'll check it out. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
The Lakers rallied in the fourth quarter before surviving a frantic final second for their fifth consecutive victory, 118-116 over the Spurs. Wemby had 19 points and 8 rebounds before fouling out with 1:39 to play. Tonight on Thursday Night Football, the Las Vegas Raiders travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. You can catch the game right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars starting at 6:30 with the pregame. I'm Vic Brown with 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This SportsCenter update brought to you by Twin Peaks.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
.902 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Last night, Alex Ovechkin became the first player in NHL history to score 900 career goals. And, scored his 900th goal last night.
How many does Gretzky have?
I
thought he had like 1,000.
No. So Gretzky is the all-time points leader. And I was explaining this to my wife last night.
Okay.
The all-time points, like in hockey, an assist and a goal count the same as points. You get 1 point for a goal, 1 point for an assist.
I didn't know that.
And Gretzky is the all-time points leader in NHL history.
Okay.
With 1,921 points. No, excuse me. 2,857 points.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got that wrong.
Okay.
He was the all-time goal leader with 894 until Ovechkin passed him. And now Ovechkin is the all-time goal leader, and he has 900. But the 1,963, that's how many assists Wayne Gretzky had. To put that into perspective, if Wayne Gretzky had never scored a goal in his entire career, he would still be the all-time points leader. How crazy is that? That's how good that dude was. Ovechkin is now 11th on the all-time points list. So actually has a chance to crack into the top 10 this year. He is now looks like 16 points away from top 10 all time. But the story last night, Jordan Binnington, who is the goalie for the St. Louis Blues.
Yeah. What
So
did you do?
while everybody was celebrating, he picked up the goalie. He tucked his stick under his arm, pulled his hand out of his blocker, and he shoved the puck into his pants.
Oh, he tried to keep it?
He tried to keep it.
Now the Hall of Fame people come chasing for it, right? You know, like the record breakers for baseball.
Then a referee came over, and I don't know what he told them. But he reached back into his pants and pulled the puck out and gave it to the official. He got pulled out of the game. He gave up 4 goals on 15 shots. Got pulled out in the second period and didn't speak to reporters after the game. But
he was going to pocket that thing.
I think he was. Yeah, and they asked Ovechkin. They asked if he saw what had happened and if he saw that he had put it in his pants, and he said, "Yeah, I just saw it. I'm not going to comment." So it doesn't sound like it was a funny joke. But the Capitals goalie said, "I was just so happy that Ovechkin got it. Don't know. Maybe he was trying to grab it and give it to him. Who knows?" He says, "A couple days ago, somebody asked me, 'Do you think about it?' And Ovechkin said, 'Of course, it's a huge number. No one ever did it in NHL history, and to be the first player to do it is a special moment.'" So. Good for Alex Ovechkin, but it was kind of funny that the goalie tried to keep it. He probably was trying to sell it on eBay.
Yeah,
is my guess. That would have been a power move, I suppose, if he can get away with it. But unfortunately, his plot was uncovered by the referees. I would have maybe swapped it out. I don't know. I guess you get.
Oh yeah, like you just happen to have another puck there.
Yeah, but I guess you got to. You've got to. You have to get authenticated or something like that. I don't know. We talked a little bit about Kyler Murray going on IR, and Rob had said something the other day, and it really is fascinating if this is true, that this could be him not being the starter for the Arizona Cardinals anymore, which is wild, and especially given the fact they just gave him a bunch of money. But they said the decision to put Murray on IR came together Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. It was a collective decision between the team and Murray. They said he's fully committed. Right now, what he's going to concentrate on is getting healthy. He's not healthy enough to play. He needs to get healthy so he can get back to playing football. It doesn't really make sense to me that they would bench him permanently or take away or cut him, whatever they want. They can't really cut him for a while. Like there's just not really a way to, at least that would be financially feasible. But it is starting to look bleak for Kyler Murray's time in Arizona. Like maybe this is a way. There's speculation that this is a way for them to bench him without benching him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if they say, and so if they came to Kyler and said, "Hey man, you're not going to be the starter, so we can either have you healthy and put you on the roster and you'll back up Jacoby Brissett this week, or we can put you on the IR and give it some time and you can work on things and see if you can earn this job back." And that would be plenty reason for Kyler to say, "Okay, yeah, I'll go on the IR," because they don't want the PR hit that would come with that.
Oh yeah.
But it is that's a real possibility. I could see that. So Murray's out for at least the next 4 weeks. Keaton Slovis, former USC, former BYU, former West Virginia, passed around all over the place quarterback, will be the backup. But this is the big news in Arizona. Claymore says, according to 105.3 The Fan, it sounds like Nealon's been dealing with some mental health related issues. And again, I hate to speculate. I don't know what it was. They are saying it is a tragic death, which when they say tragic, there's a few things that come to mind. Like he was murdered by a serial killer. That seems unlikely. Car wreck is one that jumps out at me as like, that's tragic.
Mm-hmm.
An
accidental shooting or something like that.
That would be tragic. An overdose would be tragic.
Right.
And a suicide would certainly be tragic. I don't know that's, I mean, obviously I don't want to speculate, but there's a lot of things that fall into the.
Yeah, every news outlet is saying the same thing. They don't know the cause of death.
But they all say it's a tragic death.
In quotes. Yep.
Yeah. Although you're 24 years old. What death isn't tragic, quite frankly?
Yeah.
So
that young.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the cause of death could be that wouldn't be tragic when you're 24 years old. So, again, we'll see when we get some sort of details about this. I'll be glad to pass them on to you. My guess is we won't get any yet. So maybe Jason and Joe will have something coming up on the Blitz at 2:00. I do have. So I have a pair of Fandango codes to go see Predator Badlands in theaters. Comes into theaters tomorrow, November 7th. So if you want to go see Predator Badlands this weekend, let's go with caller number 3. You'll win a pair of tickets to go see Predator Badlands. How many have you seen all the Predator movies, Vic?
Let's see. I think so, yeah.
Did you watch the one that came out like 6 or 7 years ago? The Predator?
Let's see. I seen Predator versus Alien. I seen the one where they dump the guys on the planet and hunt them. Let's see. Which one was the one that was 6 years ago? Which one was that?
It was called The Predator in 2018
I can't remember. I saw the one Prey.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now there are 7 now films in the Predator world. So Predator, Predator 2, Predators, which came out in 2010, The Predator in 2018, Prey in 2022, Predator Killer of Killers in 2025, and Predator Badlands also out tomorrow. That doesn't even count Alien versus Predator, Alien versus Predator Requiem, and
the Requiem. I don't think I seen the whole thing, but yeah.
And they also did the Predator Hunting Grounds, which had Schwarzenegger back in it. So I love the Predator movies, but
I like the original one.
The original one's the best.
It is the best.
That is the best. And I didn't like Alien. I don't like those movies.
I grew up on that movie Alien, the original one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Aliens.
Yeah, not my thing. But I never thought I was one of the guys who didn't think Sigourney Weaver was hot, so that's why I fell into that category.
I did, kind of like a weird hot.
I know. Yeah, it's not for me.
Yeah.
All right, friends, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll see what's going on in the world outside of sports. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We do have a couple of new trouble spots. 35 northbound at O'Connor. Disabled vehicle in the right lane. On 281 southbound, that connector to Loop 410. Disabled vehicle. Looks like they just moved it off to the right shoulder. And a wreck at 1604 westbound approaching Boulevardy Road off to the left shoulder. About a 5-minute delay that's got you slow from 35. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by King's Hawaiian Sliders.
Eli Manning here. There's nothing like football and King's Hawaiian Sliders. There's something about those soft, fluffy, irresistible King's Hawaiian Sliders that make them a winner on game day. Pick some up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your grocery store. King's Hawaiian. There's nothing like it.
Last year, we bought over 54,000 cars from your friends and neighbors at GiveMeTheVin.com. Why did they sell us their cars? It's because you're worth more, and your car's worth more. I know that, and you know that. That's why I created GiveMeTheVin.com. It's the fastest and easiest way for you to sell your car for more money when it's time to sell. I'm sitting here waiting on the other end of GiveMeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Stacy, are you wearing yoga pants to go shopping?
Oh, we're not going out shopping. We're staying in with JTV.
I love jewelry television. Their pearls, their lab-grown diamond jewelry.
Oh, hello. What about their Italian gold and moissanite fire?
Okay, but what about the guys on my holiday list?
Relax. JTV has gifts galore, even for men, like watches and sunglasses.
Watch JTV live and on streaming or shop JTV.com for amazing holiday deals.
Ready to shop?
Yes, but can I borrow a pair of sweats?
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
The Gomez Law Firm is the firm that San Antonio turns to for personal injury law. We have Jose from the Gomez Law Firm here with us. With over 1,200 5-star Google reviews, the Gomez Law Firm is proud of the winning record and results that are attached to these reviews.
We encourage people to go online and look at our review because we want to make sure that you feel comfortable choosing the right attorney. And we assure you, you go to Google and look up our reviews, you're going to be satisfied.
It's important to hire an attorney you can trust, and the reviews speak for themselves. The Gomez Law Firm has been San Antonio's trusted provider of personal injury law since 1973.
There are not a lot of businesses that stick around for even 50 years, let alone personal injury law firms.
The Gomez Law Firm continues to fight for our San Antonio community, and the results matter. If you've been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, then contact them today at joegomezlaw.com. That's joegomezlaw.com.
And remember, Gomez Law fights.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. all so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
All I want to do is zoom, and a boom, boom.
Just shake her up.
All I want to do is zoom, and a boom, boom. Just shake. All I want to do is zoom, and a boom, boom. Yes, the rump shaker. Check, baby, 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, baby, 1, 2, 3. Check, baby, 1, 2. Check, baby, 1. It's called the rump shaker. The pizza's like sweeter than candy. I'm feeling manly and your shaker's coming in handy. Slide down my cloak from New York down by you, Virginia. Tickling you around Delaware before I get you. Oh, yeah.
Good old stuff,
A wiggle
man.
and a jiggle can make the night complete. Now, since you got the body of the year, come and get the award. Here's a hint. It's like a long, sharp sword. Oh, man. Flip tail and let me see you shake it up like dice, Vic. Let me see you shake your rump like a rump shaker. Tickling you around Delaware before I enter. What a song. What a song. All right. I like to check out what's going on in the world. You know me, Vic. I'm a very worldly man. I'm someone call me a raconteur or a.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'm a man of taste, and I like to see. You know, I'm not just a sports guy. You know, everybody tries to put me in a sports box, but that's not me, buddy. That's not me. Let's go to Florida for. This is a very odd story. A wife. Now, if things were going really bad with you and your wife, Vic.
Okay.
I mean, she
like
would.
How bad?
Like
really, really bad?
Really bad. Like she would probably just divorce you, right?
Yeah.
That seems like, I mean, that's a reasonable way to get out of a marriage that you're unhappy in. This wife tried a different way. A man was injured when his wife tried to stab him twice, attempting to kill him after she said that she needed to sacrifice him and their son. Pinellas County deputies were called just after 8 a.m. on Tuesday to a home in Seminole in reference to an assault and battery. When they got there, they found Richard Deddert outside in a robe with a cut on his forearm. He told deputies that he woke up to his 58-year-old wife, Karen, standing over him at 5 a.m. asking, "Where is our son?" And he said, "I don't know. Why does it matter?" She said, "I need to sacrifice and kill you both." She then tried to stab him with a large knife, but Richard was able to block the attack, disarm her, and lock himself in a downstairs bedroom. At 7:45 a.m., he left the room to shower, and after, she lunged at him with the knife again. She was trying to stab him in the abdomen, but Richard raised his arms to defend, and he was cut on the forearm. When they were fighting over the knife, she kept yelling, "I'm going to kill you." He was able to disarm her and escape the home, and then he called law enforcement. Deputies said Karen was still inside the home, so they detained her and put her in a patrol car. She didn't want to talk to law enforcement, but she did say, "These aren't the clothes I was wearing when I stabbed him." She was arrested and charged with attempted first-degree murder. Now, the idea that this happened at 8 a.m. tells me it might not even be alcohol-related.
Nah, it's all night Coke related, probably.
I don't know. 58-year-old lady named Karen? That's
too perfect.
That is beyond Karen behavior, I've got to say. Yeah. That is way beyond Karen behavior.
That's overdoing it, actually.
Like, listen, if you want a divorce, just tell me. All right? Don't try to ritually sacrifice me. That's way worse. A sheriff's deputy has been arrested for alleged child abuse. The deputy has been arrested for abusing an 8-year-old boy, leaving him with bite marks on his back and arm. When I first saw this story, my hope was, they arrested a dog. Like the canine must have been, like they must call it.
because there were bite marks,
yeah,
right?
so they must call it a deputy. It accidentally bit an 8-year-old. No big deal. No, this is a real person named Drake Allen. By the way, this is what a great name. Drake Allen Balls. What if your last name was Balls?
I know.
Oh, God.
AJ Balls.
AJ Balls.
Rob Balls. Is it BALLS?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's that? Oh.
Kitty Big Balls.
Oh, he was offended. He's like, did you forget what my last name is, sir?
Sorry.
I know.
Sorry, KBB.
That was that was before I adopted him. After I adopted him, he was Kitty Big Balls Hoffman. So technically,
AKA Uncle Baby Billy.
Uncle Baby Billy was that's what they had to put on the.
Well, they couldn't put that on the.
Yeah, they could.
The city was like, no, we're not going to put that Kitty Big Balls.
So
that was funny.
Our front desk girl, because we call him KBB, so she just said Kitty Baby Billy, Uncle Baby Billy, call him.
Yeah, there you go, there you go.
And
they accepted that
name.
They
accepted that. Yeah. And then Uncle Baby Billy died. Uncle Baby Billy Hoffman, Kitty Big Balls, passed away. So this is a real person, Drake Allen Balls. He's 29 years old. I laugh every time I say it, too. I know. Drake Allen Balls. The alleged victim had multiple bite marks on his body, severe stomach and neck pain. There were there were photos with clear teeth indentions. He was interviewed the next day at the Children's Justice Center, and he said he and the suspect were supposedly playing when the man bent him in half while on the couch and sat on top of him.
Bent him in half?
Yes. This reportedly caused pain to his stomach to the point he could not eat without throwing up. The alleged victim also explained how the bite marks came after Balls.
Sorry.
Balls was playing zombie with the child and kept biting him. The child told investigators that he asked Balls to stop because he didn't like it and it hurt, but the suspect continued to bite him. The boy told law enforcement the bite to his back was so painful that it caused him to cry, but Balls did nothing about it. Police attempted to interview Balls about the allegations, but he declined. Balls made an initial appearance Wednesday in court. He was charged with 1 count of aggravated child abuse, a first-degree felony. Deputy Attorney Joshua Coe asked the court to hold Balls in jail without bail. Hey, can you guys hold Balls in jail? The defense attorney, Aubrey Thomas, asked for Balls to be released immediately.
This is what I picture when you're talking to him. The Balchinian from Men in Black.
Yes.
That's how I picture when you're talking.
Oh, it's so great. I think they wrote it like this on purpose.
Yeah.
The judge said Balls posed a threat to the alleged victim and could possibly flee the area if released on bail. So Balls is ordered to remain behind bars for now and appear in court again in November. The Logan City Police Lieutenant Brooks Davis said their agency was asked to investigate the case due to Balls being employed by the sheriff's office. Balls has been placed on unpaid leave while an internal investigation is conducted and the criminal case moves forward.
That's funny, man. I'm sorry. I can't.
Oh, man.
Mr. Balls.
Mr. Balls.
All right, yeah.
Officer Balls? Oh. How many drunk guys do you think have gotten arrested because, like he said,
yeah,
I'm Officer Balls with the police.
What
and
is
they're
that?
like,
What is that name?
What's
Jack
that
say?
name?
Yeah.
You can't, if you're high, you can't even pretend that you're not high because you're laughing too hard at Officer Balls.
Hey, Officer Pelotas here is freaking, he's trying to tell me something. Get out of here.
Oh, man. A fella in Wisconsin has been arrested, a substitute teacher. He was thinking to himself, what would make my job a little bit easier? Showing up to my substitute teaching job with a little buzz. And he did.
Whatever helps.
But his little buzz turned out to be a 0.36 blood alcohol content, more than 4 times the legal limit.
What's that, like 4 shots and a couple beers?
I don't even know. Probably more than that.
Wow.
Muskego police said upon investigation, they confirmed that 30-year-old Christopher Rios had been drinking alcohol and driven his vehicle to the school. They determined that he had an active body-only warrant for a third operating while intoxicated and also had bailout conditions prohibiting him from consuming alcohol. He was, of course, taken into the custody, and he said, "Hey, where's Officer Balls?" No, he didn't actually ask for that part. But they did say, we do recognize the seriousness of this situation. We're taking definitive actions to make sure a safe and professional learning environment for every student. We're trying not to bring any more drunk substitute teachers to school. I would like to thank Officer Balls for his assistant. And, yes. And finally, a pub in Northfleet has taken action against a staff member this is in London.
Okay.
For basically they're accusing like the people who own the pub have been accused of being neo-Nazis after a rogue member of the staff hid codes linked to right-wing extremism in a chalkboard sign promoting a bingo event. Landlord of the Six Bells, Dan Pike, said he was first made aware that an in-house advertisement had been tampered with at 1 a.m. yesterday. He received an email informing him his sign for its bingo and boogie event contained numerical codes used by neo-Nazis and was being shared widely online. The chalkboard had been written by another member of the staff, included drawings of 3 balls, with the number 88, 18, and 14. The digits are linked with neo-Nazis, with 88 standing for Heil Hitler, 18 for Adolf Hitler, and 14 being the shorthand for a white supremacist slogan, 14 words in references to slogans originated by the convicted American terrorist David Eden Lane. Dan was unaware of the connotation, said it didn't ring any of the alarm bells, especially with 88 being the number for the iconic bingo call, 2 Fat Ladies. So he didn't think it was a big deal. But apparently you have a Nazi on your staff. So he rubbed the sign out, and the staff member admitted full responsibility, no longer works at the pub. So unfortunately, another jobless Nazi out there.
Yeah.
So, all right, Vic, we have one segment remaining in the program, and every day to wrap up the show, we do the same type of segment. It is the Daily Lines. We will do that next. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
That Panda, she was back last night in Chicago wearing a Jordan jersey and all, and killed it. She killed it. That broken wrist, no problem. Because I saw they had, in the story I read, had the original accident where she falls off the unicorn and breaks her wrist.
She's riding a unicorn, huh?
The unicycle.
You got that too. I was thinking, what did he just say?
Oh my God.
I mean, her act has really changed.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Football season is in full swing. Jason Minix here from the Blitz on 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star. It's November. Games matter, and you know they all matter when you're playing on Underdog, and it's certainly more exciting. And playing on Underdog is easy. Best place to get in on all the action. Make your picks and win money right now in Texas. Just go higher or lower on predicted stats. Passing yards, receiving yards. With Dak and a CeeDee Lamb at George Pickens, I'm always looking at the hires there. You can even go with some defensive stats like sacks for a Micah Parsons. Get your picks right. You can win up to 5,000 times your cash. Download the Underdog app today. Sign up with promo code STAR to score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. Promo code STAR at Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can talk college football with your BFF while taking Buster to the vet.
Hey, yeah, I can't believe he ate the whole thing of chicken wings.
And I can't believe we're staging a comeback. Touchdown!
Yes!
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. For wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers, must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
Paying extra for tire care is BS. You know, bad service. So at Midas, we're rolling out our BS-free tire guarantee. Included with paid installation and tax on every purchase. You'll pay nothing for flat replacements, nada for flat repairs, and zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles. That's $0 for all that. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's the BS-free tire guarantee, only at Midas.
Nigel, why is there a giant turkey standing on my desk?
That's Harold.
Well, then whisper these words, Nigel. Deep fried. From all of us at Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, we hope your Thanksgiving is filled with food, family, and fellowship. We couldn't ask for a better community to be a part of. So thank you, and happy Thanksgiving from all of us here at Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, 651-5899.
License number TACLA 141074EM16004.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
This college football season, the Crunch Time Hero of the Week is brought to you by PorkRinds.com, the nation's premier hub for pork rind lovers everywhere. Each week, a college player will post on Instagram, and each share over a 2-week period equals a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, which helps families who are dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Giving back with the perfect snack to celebrate those big Crunch Time plays. Find your rind at PorkRinds.com or find Southern Recipe pork rinds at H-E-B.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hola, mi esposo se lastimó en un accidente ayer. ¿Me puede ayudar?
Claro que sí. Estamos aquí para servirle.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7. Our team of Texas attorneys has been helping people injured in car, truck, or 18-wheeler wrecks for more than 25 years. And there's no fee unless we win. Y hablamos español. If you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Let's go!
Hi, it's Jason Minix. You're listening to the home of the Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I probably left off a couple stories that deserve some attention.
All right. What are they?
There was apparently an assault on an officer. And they're trying to decide if this should be considered assault on an officer because a man threw a sandwich at a police officer.
Oh, I think I saw this one.
And it is a he thought the sandwich guy thought that he believed the cops at the corner were about to conduct an immigration raid on an LGBT club having a Latin night. And the question now becomes whether or not you can actually assault someone with a sandwich.
With food or...
I mean, like, if I threw...
If it's hot?
If I threw an apple at you, I could see how that would do some damage. Like,
I'll give you a little knot on the head or something,
Yeah,
depending
yeah.
on how hard you threw it.
Yeah. Or... let's say, like, like I bought one of those giant gobstoppers, or
those hurt.
Yeah,
that would hurt. Yeah, it's like a
threw
rock.
that would hurt.
Considered food.
But if I threw a bowl of hot soup on you,
because you get burned,
do damage. Yeah. But if I threw a deli sandwich at you,
a cold deli sandwich,
and it hit you in the chest, would that be assault? The jury has its instructions. They must find that sandwich guy acted forcibly, which can be shown through attempt, threat to inflict bodily harm. And now imagine this. It does say the guy. Imagine having to be the lawyers and the judge in this case. Everyone has a right to their personal beliefs.
You got hit with what?
However, that does not give you the right to touch another person, to strike another person, even with a sandwich.
Yeah, with anything.
Yes. Now, they did say we've reached the moment that the sandwich was thrown. He spikes it. This is the prosecution, obviously.
Okay.
He throws it like a baseball. It strikes Agent Larimore in the chest. He says he could feel it. Now, they do say that they're not saying that he needed medical attention. He didn't need any medical treatment from getting hit with this sandwich. But they do say, here we have the defendant throwing. It's a sandwich, but he throws the sandwich hard.
Jeez, okay. It's a piece of bread with meat in it. Jeez, come on. What, did the tomato acid get in his eye or something?
Injury, they say, isn't the layman's definition, but the legal one of assault. Hit with a sandwich, having a sandwich spiked on your chest, is that offensive to a person of reasonable sensibilities? Certainly. We have an assault.
That's like a misdemeanor, probably, right?
He says, and they asked the guy, he said, I did it. I threw a sandwich. I did it to draw them away from where they were. I succeeded. He says the officers focused on doing their jobs. Now we ask that you do your jobs. And they said the sandwich guy, he was proud when he said that he hit the officer with a sandwich. He was proud of it. A sandwich that Larimore testified he somehow felt through the ballistic armor on his chest, armor that is specifically made strong enough so that it stops a bullet from piercing a soldier's heart.
But not a sandwich.
But
right?
but you know,
dumbass. Oh my God!
A sandwich. Oh, boy.
Did he throw it at Officer Balls?
And also there is Alex Murdaugh. Are you familiar with the Murdaugh case? Like, have you watched any of that stuff?
Yeah, I saw the documentary on it. And
did you watch the Netflix one or the new one on Hulu?
I didn't see the new one yet. I just saw the original one where they show the camera footage of the bonehead son, the entitled son.
Oh, yeah. Ugh. These are bad people. Like, there's no real two ways about it.
Mm-hmm.
But this Murdaugh Death in the Family is like a series that's running on Hulu now. Alex Murdaugh's legal team is saying that he is deeply disappointed and disturbed by the depiction that they've made of him. The program contains numerous inaccuracies and misleading portrayals that distort the truth of their lives. So you're telling me this guy who's in prison for being a bad person...
so he killed his family, basically, right?
Yes, and you're telling me that you don't like the way you're being portrayed, you tell me.
Well, oh well.
No one from Hulu ever reached out to Alex or his son to hear their perspective or verify the facts.
No, they reached out to Netflix.
Instead, the program appears to rely heavily on sensationalized accounts from secondary sources with no direct knowledge or relationship with him or his family. So,
well, they got to sell it.
Yeah.
Right? I guess it was pretty boring without
it. That's right. All right, let's wrap up the show the way we always do, buddy. Let's take a look at the daily lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the daily lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered, yeah!
All righty. The NBA, we've got a very, very short slate tonight. In fact, we've got one basketball match tonight. It's the LA Clippers and the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix Suns riding high after beating the Spurs. Suns 3.5-point favorites tonight against the LA Clippers. But who's watching NBA tonight? We've got National Football League action. The Raiders.
The Raiders.
The Broncos. What a matchup. 9.5 points is the spread. The Broncos are 9.5-point favorites. I've said I can't, in good faith, put money on the Raiders. If it gets to 10, I probably will have to bet the Raiders. I don't want to, though. I do think it's a high-scoring game, though. 42.5 feels like a low total. The Broncos' defense, I don't think, is dominant without Patrick Surtain. And the Raiders' defense is complete ass. And the only times Bo Nix has looked good this year is when he's gone against a defense that is complete ass. So here's his opportunity to look decent against a defense that is complete ass. I don't think there's going to be much defense in the UTSA South Florida game either. UTSA at South Florida. South Florida, a 13.5-point favorite tonight. This is going. The total in this game, 67.5, which is a massive number. I don't think it's massive enough. Both these teams, quite frankly, bad against the pass, and UTSA is really bad defensively, particularly away from home. It's been a real struggle for that team defensively. And South Florida trying to put up style points, wanting to work their way back into the college football playoff conversation. I would expect that they put up some kind of a big number. Georgia Southern's at Appalachian State. Total in that one, 61.5. Another game I expect to be pretty high scoring, although I think mostly Appalachian State does most of the scoring. I think that they should handle business here against Georgia Southern. And in the National Hockey League, the Canadiens in New Jersey taking on the Devils. Vicky Valancourt is the Devil. The Devils minus 150. Minnesota Wild are at the Carolina Hurricanes. Hurricanes minus 190. The Senators of Ottawa are minus 135 in Boston, taking on the Bruins. The St. Louis Blues, them of the Jordan Binnington puck-stealing goalie, they're at the Buffalo Sabres. Sabres minus 135. Capitals are at the Penguins. Capitals minus 115 favorites. The once mighty Anaheim Ducks are at Dallas, taking on the Stars. Stars are minus 190. The Flyers are in Nashville, taking on the Predators. Predators minus 120. A good one in Vegas tonight. The Tampa Bay Lightning at the Vegas Golden Knights. VGK minus 125. And another good one in L.A. Florida Panthers at the L.A. Kings. The L.A. Kings favored minus 115 over those Florida Panthers. And a couple games in college hoop tonight. Boston College, a 16.5-point favorite against the Citadel. West Virginia, 16.5 against Campbell. Louisville, minus 37.5 against Jackson State. Miami, minus 16.5 against Bethune-Cookman, who almost knocked off Auburn in Stephen Pearl's debut. Ohio hosting Illinois State. Ohio, a 1.5-point favorite. And Xavier, minus 24.5 against Le Moyne. Auburn back in action. They are 23.5-point favorites against Merrimack. And Abilene Christian, I actually like this one. Abilene Christian against Omaha. I like Abilene Christian to get the job done tonight. So there you go, friends. That is your look at what is going on in the world of sports tonight, at least from a Las Vegas perspective. We were talking about Marshawn Kneeland. Looks like I'm still not seeing any news, any updates on exactly what happened. We do know that Cowboys defensive end Marshawn Kneeland has died at the age of 24. Several reports say it's tragic, a pain I cannot put into words, but there are no details yet as to what exactly happened. Jonathan Persley, who is his agent, said, "I'm shattered to confirm that my client and dearest friend, Marshawn Nealon, passed away last night. I watched him fight his way from a hopeful kid at Western Michigan with a dream to being a respected professional for the Dallas Cowboys. Marshawn poured his heart into every snap, every practice, and every moment on the field. To lose someone with his talent, spirit, and goodness is a pain I can hardly put into words. My heart aches for his family, his teammates, and everyone who loved him, and I hope they feel the support of the entire football community during this unimaginable time. I ask that you give his loved ones the privacy and compassion they need as they grieve this tremendous loss." Yeah, terrible story. Again, we'll I'm guessing Jason and Joe have a little bit more on this thing. This is the second Cowboys player to die during the season in the last 15 years or so. Jerry Brown, remember, died in a car crash when Josh Brent was driving. That was 2012. So, yeah, tragedy strikes the Dallas Cowboys again. Very, very sad story. And again, no details just yet, but anytime a 24-year-old person dies, it is an absolute and utter tragedy. So prayers and thoughts to his family. That is a tough thing to deal with. And, man, the Cowboys on bye week, glad – I mean, it's almost a luxury that they don't have to worry about trying to play a football game this week, because I think that would be very, very difficult to work while you're dealing with the loss of a teammate like that. So terrible stuff. And like I said, hopefully more details are out when Jason and Joe come on at 2:00 today. We shall see, though. I wanted to give some other lines for the weekend on the NFL. Outside of just the Thursday night game, the the early game, the Berlin game, Atlanta and Indianapolis. Indy, a 6.5-point favorite over there in Berlin. Total in that one's 48.5. I'd be curious what the weather's like there. And I don't know that Indy should be a 6.5-point favorite on a neutral. Even though they're listed as the home team, I think it's real easy to forget that they're not actually a home team in this situation. So 6.5 point. I don't know that the Colts are 6.5 points better than the Falcons on a neutral field. The Bills 9.5-point favorites in Miami. I'm not looking to lay these big numbers with the Bills on the road. Not something I'm into. Baltimore's at Minnesota. Baltimore a 4.5-point favorite. I like Baltimore in the first half. You can get that at -2.5. I think Baltimore's always great in the first half. Lamar is always great in the first half. Lamar is always great against the NFC. Just makes sense to me. New England's at Tampa. Tampa -2.5. Totals 48.5. A game I think there should be a lot of points scored in. Giants are at the Bears. Giants 4.5-point dogs in Chicago. I actually think that's probably too many. I like the Giants there. Saints are at the Panthers. Panthers -5.5. Panthers being favored for the first time this season. So 4-4. This is the first game they'll have been favored in all season long. Someone has to be favored in the Browns-Jets game. Browns -1.5 at the New York Jets. What a matchup that should be. Jacksonville -1.5 at the Texans. That is the Texans with presumably Davis Mills playing quarterback. C.J. Stroud has been announced out. The Cardinals are +6.5 in Seattle. Matchup that I've talked about being, I think, a little bit better than most people believe it will be. Lions -7.5 at the Commanders. I know for a fact the Lions were 3-point favorites before Jaden Daniels got hurt. They are now 7.5-point favorites. I bet the Lions -3 last week. I think I might bet the Commanders +7.5 and hope for a juicy middle here, because I think the market's overselling the difference between Jaden Daniels and Marcus Mariota. Jaden Daniels had not been very good this season. So the idea that you go a 4.5-point jump through a 3, through a 7 is excessive to me. So I'm not thrilled about backing the Commanders with Marcus Mariota, but the numbers just don't make any sense. Rams 4.5-point favorites in San Francisco. And Sunday Night Football, the L.A. Chargers. Victor Brown actually won't be – he might be late on Monday morning because they've asked him to play offensive line for the Chargers on Sunday Night Football.
Nice.
Are you going to accept that assignment, Vic?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, you are too.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
So it looks like Kitty and Vic will be on the offensive line for the Chargers because they don't have any other options. The Steelers +3 in L.A. and then Green Bay and Philly Monday Night Football. Right now, the Packers 2.5-point favorites in that one. Some of the bigger college football games this weekend. Mentioned USC playing on Friday. That they are 14.5-point favorites against Northwestern, and Tulane a 3.5-point dog at Memphis. Number 2 team in the country, Indiana, 14.5-point favorites at Penn State. Georgia, 9.5-point favorites at Mississippi State. BYU is at Texas Tech. Tech's a 10-point favorite. A&M, a 6.5-point favorite at Missouri. Looks like 7's now starting to pop. So if you like A&M, you better run to the window and get yourself some of that. And what was the other big game this weekend? It was LSU Alabama. That one is now up to 10 points. Alabama, a 10-point favorite. Oh my gosh! Remember at the beginning of the year, Florida State and Clemson. We thought this was going to be a big game. It's not. Clemson a 2.5-point favorite though, and Notre Dame. 26.5-point favorites against Navy. Ugh, go Navy. I don't usually cheer for Navy, but do something right for once. Beat Notre Dame. Come on, friends.
Yeah.
All right, that does it for us. Thanks to Kitty Big Balls. Thanks to Officer Balls. And thanks to Victor Brown. Oh, thank you. You're so kind, Kitty. Rob will be back in the saddle with us tomorrow. But Jason and Joe come up at 2 on the Blitz. And hopefully, like I said, hopefully they've got more to discuss on the Marshawn Nealon situation, the tragic death of a young Dallas Cowboys player. Thanks to everybody for tuning in, and we will see you all tomorrow.